Yes. Jeez. You don't know it's the 999 in the building. Grand risings, people. God damn. It's been a hot minute still. Nearly forgot what it feels like to be on my life, man. God damn. Big up. Bless up, people. Yeah, grand risings. I know it's probably a mad morning to even try this. The block is on and all of that, but boy, the block's always on. So just come and try to squeeze in. If it don't work, we'll come back a little bit later still, because I haven't even got too much time to tower. But yeah, man, we're there in the building, man. Pressing that live button, man. So make we see what I go on. So yeah, man, Grand Risings family, you don't know. Today is the 4th day of the 6th month. Yes, we have officially reached half of the year. 2024, family. 2024. I'm not gonna sound like a broken record, but oh my God. Yeah. The children, it's their last term coming up now. Do you know what I mean? Then it's the summer, and then bam, and then it's Christmas, and bam, and bam, and bam again. Big up yourself, Robbers. Bless up yourself, girl. Bless up yourself. Yeah, man. Just come to try Simon Harrison. I know, Bab. I know. It's all right. This is the 9 block still, Simon. You know what I mean? So, no problem, Bab. But welcome anyway. Welcome anyway. No problem, man. No problem. But yeah, so as I'm saying, we're already half of the way in to the year. Do you know what I mean? And I know, like I said, I sound like a broken record, but family is frightening, man. I think at this point it's just frightening, because I'm sure we could all remember me being here over the Crimbo and chatting about whatever we were chatting about. Do you know what I mean? In terms of the YouTube world, you had Disco Gate, you had this, you had that, you had... And today, now in June, that's all seemed to pale into insignificance, man. I mean, obviously now there seems to be only like one sort of hot topic and this and that, and yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, people are friends again. People are friends again. So yeah, man. So I mean, what it does show is that certainly for some people at least, some things are definitely more important than others, you know what I mean? But before I even get into it, you know my thing already. So let's give thanks and praise that we've all awoken to see another day. Yeah, because no one knows the minute, the hour, or the second. Yeah, and that's why it's always good to give thanks and praise. Yeah, so first thing that, anyone that sort of celebrated any kind of, birthday, anniversary, blessing, christening, or anything in between, as ever, we hope you enjoyed yourself and was able to enjoy it with friends and family, yeah? Because without friends and family, what is the point? Big up yourself, Code Man. Big up to you and the family. You don't know. Long time, man. Long time. So, yeah, man, just there, sip. Pause. Sip on some tea. And, yeah, man. And yeah, just come to squeeze through still and have a quick conversation. Yeah, I don't know, it could be argued we're in some interesting times or interesting political times. If not in the country, yeah, obviously in the country we're on the lead up to a general election. A date has been set. So there's going to be that. Obviously, we've got the I don't even know what you want to call it, the Tommy Robinson Patriot situation that happened yesterday. I believe that there's another one coming up. You know what I mean? We've obviously still got the whole Palestine-Israel thing, blah, 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 blah. And a myriad of things in between that probably don't get the publicity that it's supposed to get. But with that being said, all of that just sounds like a big old melting pot to me. Yeah, a bag of mix-up pot. Yeah, so I don't know, man. We could have an interesting few, at least month ahead. I think when the election is July or something. I don't even know the exact date because yeah, I'm not even gonna say I'm not that bothered, but boy, I know, man. So yeah, it seems like we're in a bit of a situation in England at the moment, and obviously people are going to become more vocal one way or another. And yeah, interesting. But in terms of right now, and speaking to my title, do you know what I mean? Which is Tommy and his Patriots. Are they just anti? Because I'm trying this. So obviously, for those of you, well, I'm sure you do know. Well, you might not even know, because to be honest, if it wasn't for listening to Big Age and this, I might not even know about all of this, because you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, in town yesterday there was a march. Yeah. Again, I try to ascertain what they're really marching. When I asked Big Age, he said it was about two-tier policing. Yeah. Um, the little sort of reports or the videos that I've watched, and I might try to play a couple clips just to maybe try to give some sort of context or balance. Um, yeah, it seems to be more about immigration. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if, yeah. So now the two-tier policing thing, I believe, has come about because of the some people believe that there's a discrepancy between the way in which I believe it's the Palestinian marches are policed, compared to Tommy and his lot. I believe that's the case, and I think they're saying that they're more heavy-handed with the Tommy lot than they are with the pro-Palestinian lot, and they're allowed to get away with this, that, and the other. That's the kind of vibration that I get. Hopefully, if there's anyone in the chat that know about it, they can even type it just to confirm. Yeah. But so yesterday I was on the block as well, and I was talking to a few of these quote unquote patriots, and this is where I was like, wow, what's actually going on here? Because I'm saying, yeah, that so this was, who was this? This was Danny, not Danny, what's his name? What's that Black and White Unite called? Danny Roscoe, Gummy, and what's his name? What's his name? I can't remember his proper name now. And Banksy. That's it, yeah? And Banksy. So yeah, this patriotism thing. So they're all patriots, yeah. Danny Roscoe is a mixed race person who basically denounces his blackness. Do you know what I mean? And believes that to be patriotic, you have to basically denounce everything else that is not white and British. Gummy, obviously, she says she's British or English, but she's married to an immigrant, but she's a patriot. Do you know what I mean? So again, weird. Banksy, an immigrant from Iran, wasn't even born in England, doesn't even look English, but he's out here saying he's a patriot. Cool. So I'm saying, well, okay, cool. I'm saying, well, Trilla's a patriot. Trilla's a patriot. Trilla's always out here saying that he's British, he's English, he's proud to be this, blah, 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 blah. And they're all saying, nah, Trilla can't be a patriot. I'm like, huh? Do you know what I mean? Trilla don't. Now, I'm saying, well, I've heard other Sikh people diss Trilla, yeah, for being, so proud in English and this, and they've called him a coon basically in their own sort of language. Do you know what I mean? But they all dismissed Trilla being able to be a patriot, you know? So that just sort of raised my eyebrows, and we had some more conversations, and that's sort of how I even, you know what I mean? Not got drawn into the topic, but yeah. But so now I'm saying, well, this thing yesterday, yeah, because I don't know, I think we're just it's a bit dangerous, isn't it? It's a bit dangerous. But you know what? Before I even get into it, let me source up my place, car. Look like I forgot when we're there. So let me source up my place and come back again. For real. But yeah, we're in some mad times, family. And I think it's a buckle up one, because like I said, it's political season. And yeah, it looked like the politics is politicking. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, it looked like it's like they're going back to old school politics, to be honest. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. But let me just bless up my place. Remember which part we there. God damn. But bless up everyone still, man. Like I said, I know it's a mad time. But well. Oh, come on, Nines.
Grand Rising class. All right. Today we're going to learn about non-ether. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
I'm calling segments on this one.
Non-ether flow. Non-ether flow. Non-ether flow.
My crown, kinky.
Yeah.
My skin, melanin.
Right.
I'll say it again. My skin is melanin.
Right.
Now I eat the flow, and you know I'm about to get it in. Now I eat the flow, and you know I'm about to get it in. My crown, kinky.
Yeah.
My skin, melanin.
Right.
I'll say it again. My skin is melanin.
Right.
Now I eat the flow, and you know I'm about to get it in. Now I eat the flow, and you know I'm about to get it in.
That 9 is so divine, it's infinite, the highest number. Supreme mathematics, multiply any number by 9. Add the double digits together and watch you get back. I don't think you overstand, so Jay, won't you bring it back? That 9 is so divine, it's infinite, the highest number. Supreme mathematics, multiply any number by 9. Add the double digits together and watch you get back. Now that you overstand, let me tell you who I am. Let's get it. Heaven, that's me. Hell, that's me. The originator, me. I am the avatar of 9. Check the follicles that I produce all the time. This my scientist flow. Don't think it's solely a rhyme. I'm the first physical being. This ain't no diss track. I came from Adam, then I was formed into an atom. That's a fact. I'm bringing awareness to my peoples. You a burning star. I'm serious, B. Watch me ignite your whole being so you can see the truth unfold. This is no unsolved mystery. We are the creators. The all in the all. I said we are the creators. The all in the all.
My crown, kinky.
Yeah.
My skin, melanin.
Right.
I'll say it again. My skin is melanin.
Right.
Now I eat the flow, and you know I'm about to get it in.
Yeah.
Now I eat the flow, and you know I'm about to get it in. My crown, kinky.
Yeah.
My skin, melanin.
Right.
I'll say it again. My skin is melanin.
Right.
Now I eat the flow, and you know I'm about to get it in. Now I eat the flow, and you know I'm about to get it in.
I need to get away, away. Take me to a place that's tropical, so rock can shine down on me. Only he can give me what I need. I need that ultraviolet, vitamin D, that's serotonin. Calm my nerve, you know I'm on it. By the way, Rob produced me some more melatonin. I'm the fifth element, I'm lead low in this. I can make Zor go ba-boom in this. I'm metaphysical and alchemist in this. I ain't cursing on the track, my daughter gonna dance to this. I'm earth, water, air, and fire. I'm a walking planet, I'm here to give you what you desire. I got the right knowledge, the right mind, I can't go wrong with this. I got the right knowledge, the right mind, I can't go wrong with this.
My crown, kinky.
Yeah.
My skin, melanin.
Right.
I'll say it again. My skin is melanin.
Right.
Now I eat the flow, and you know I'm about to get it in.
Yeah.
Now I eat the flow, and you know I'm about to get it in. My crown, kinky.
Yeah.
My skin, melanin.
Right.
I'll say it again. My skin is melanin.
Right.
Now I eat the flow, and you know I'm about to get it in. Now I eat the flow, and you know I'm about to get it in.
Yes, family. All right. So yeah, man, just have to bless up my yard. You know, I go already. So yeah, man, and I'm in a slightly different position, you know, and I don't think I like it, to be honest. Yeah, usually I'm much adult right now, man. Yeah, I don't think I like it, but we're gonna see how it goes, man. Yeah. So getting back to what I was saying, yeah, big and serious, because you know, like I'm saying, I'm trying to work out what exactly is this patriotism thing. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm getting, I'm getting mixed messages here. Because I don't think there's nothing wrong with people being patriotic in their country. Do you know what I mean? I don't see there's nothing wrong with that. But when I'm looking at like the comments under some of the videos of, yeah, I mean, some of these, you know, persons that have videoed it, there's definitely common themes, right? Yeah, there's definitely common themes. We want our country back. You know, lots of reference to Islam and Muhammad, blah 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 blah. All that kind of stuff. Yeah. And that's why I'm asking: is it just really, you know, anti-Islamic? Do you know what I'm saying to you, as opposed to being, you know, quote unquote patriotic? Do you know what I mean? Because when I asked the question to these patriots yesterday, and I'm saying, when I'm saying these patriots, pick up yourself, Zara B. Good morning, nice to see you, man. When I asked this question to these so-called patriots, being Danny Roscoe, Jupiter, and what's his name, Banksy, they're saying that you can't be Muslim and a patriot. Do you know what I mean? So already for me, that's just like, well, huh? You know what I'm saying to you? And that's why I've even used that picture that I've showed, right? Because that's clearly a picture of, you know, the British flag or whatever, the Union Jack. You get me? And you know, yeah, with some kind of Islamic vibrations in it. Yeah. So there has to be a reason as to why that has been built. Yeah. So that means that there's people in England, Muslims in England, that feel very much British and Muslim. You know what I mean? But according to these quote unquote patriots, you cannot be that. You get me? So my thing is like, is you know, to be able to be a patriot, is it just one where you have to sort of denounce everything that you are? Do you know what I mean? Because if that's the case, then whoa, you know, you're only gonna get coons and just coons all over. Do you know what I mean? You're just gonna get Danny Oscars. You know what I mean? And if that's what you want, then cool. But I don't know, man. I mean, what is going forward? I don't know, man. Because boy, I'm telling you, sir, boy, you know, boy, yeah, yeah. But anyway, let me. Yeah, I heard that bit. How can you care more about the bit of land you were born on than your moles? That's corruption. Well, you see, it's so, and that's the thing that I want to know, right? Like, who are they marching against? Yeah, I see that there was a massive. In fact, let me just see. Let me just play a little bit of this, because I saw there was a massive flag, like a banner, and it said, what does it say? This is London. That's it. This is London, not London Stone. You know what I mean? I'm like, wait, well, what the? Yeah, so hold on, let's have a look, family, because I'm telling you, it's gonna get toasty, man. It's going to get toasty because it's waking up some of the underbelly of Britain that, you know what I mean, they've tried very hard to quieten, I would say. Yeah, and obviously they're gonna probably mix up amongst, because I'm sure there are innocent people amongst here that are just, you know, truly quote unquote patriotic. Although I'm still trying to ascertain what that means. You know what I mean? Like marching to be all right. Let's have a listen.
What has been called a far right rally in London at the weekend.
All right,
now there were some people
turn it
chanting
up, family.
unsavoury slogans.
And this is quite a right-wing news station as well, I would say. So you're not.
Slogans. There were even kids chanting kind of anti-Muslim slogans, which I thought was unnecessary, given it didn't do the organisers any good to see that. So you had a bit of that. But mostly the people that I saw on this were not doing any of that. And they were just deeply patriotic people who felt that something had gone amiss. Originally, the march was organised by Mr. Robinson and others to take a stand against two-tier policing, which was not an unreasonable position. Some people absolutely, we pointed it out week in, week out. I know that the Met gave various reasons as to why they were policing the anti-Israel marches, let's call them what they were, why they were doing it that way. But it's not always a great look, okay? But I think for many people, the march was about something else. I want to play you that little montage of just 3 voices that were speaking at the weekend in London. Have a listen.
Right. So you see, all right, you see, so you hear he said, good morning, Jay. Good morning, Jay. So you see, even the reporter just said, you know what I mean? He mentioned the 2-tier policing thing, yeah, but then he said, but he believes it's more about this, and now he's gonna go into something. So let's just rewind that, because I think it's very important, because at the end of the day, yeah, I'd rather people just call a spade and done this rather than, do you know what I mean, like, put some different clothes on it and try to give it a whole, different spin. Because like I'm saying, when I'm listening to these things and I'm looking at the actual comment section, this, that, and the other, I'm not hearing what I would, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, what do they call patriotism? Yeah, someone got on, boy. You can, I would ask what the bloody hell she's doing there anyway, to be fair, but boy, I'll drop the link still, Jay, no problem. But boy, big and serious, what is she doing there, man? Like, I'm telling you, man, people don't want to get this thing twisted, man. Yeah, you can drop it in still. So like I'm saying, we're just gonna listen to this gentleman here, yeah, because like I'm saying, this, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I tell you, I'm telling you, since those 2 years that we were off on holiday, yeah, the amount of isms and schisms that's going down, it's crazy, man. It's actually crazy, yeah. And unfortunately, yeah. Anyway, let's press play.
Reasonable position. Some people absolutely, we pointed it out week in, week out. I know that the Met gave various reasons as to why they were policing the anti-Israel marches, let's call them what they were, why they were doing it that way. But it's not always a great look, okay? But I think for many people, the march was about something else. I want to play you that little montage of just 3 voices that were speaking at the weekend in London. Have a listen and a look at this.
We live here. This is the inheritance.
He's saying device not
of
connected.
the English. I want them to hear the word. It's the forbidden word. England. England. Come on.
I'm British till I die. I'm British till I die. I know I am. I'm sure I am. I'm British till I die.
This is our country, and we want it back.
The former.
When he says this is our country and we want it back, who do you believe that he's referring to? Want it back from who or what? You see, and this is what I'm saying. Like, we're in such peak times, and the problem is as well, I have to say, yeah, that I don't want to say there's a lot of I'm going to be kind and say maybe there's a lot of miseducation as well, misinformation, and I'm trying to be kind, but hold on, let's hear what this was to say.
We're actor Lawrence Fox finishing off that montage. Let's speak with Suzanne Evans, political consultant. Suzanne, good afternoon to you. You know your way around a debate or two in your time. What do you make of this rally? I thought it was quite disgraceful that pretty much all the press simply called it a far-right protest. In the headlines as well, they were far-right, as if that was a given. And of course, you would find some far-right people. I think Mr. Robinson will find it difficult to shake that title in the same way that Owen Jones would find it difficult to shake the far-left title. But for most people that were there, I don't think they were there for some nefarious far-right reason.
No, I think you're right. And I do agree with you about the reporting. I was really quite shocked by a headline in the Daily Express that said that 9 people were arrested at the Tommy Robinson March. Now, actually, 9 people weren't arrested at the Tommy Robinson March. They were arrested on a side march that was opposing Tommy Robinson.
Yes, this was the campaign group called Youth Demand.
Absolutely. So that kind of headline, I think, is deeply misleading and just kind of feeds into this far right narrative that there are far right people out there on this march. And I think that was fundamentally wrong. I was really struck in. There was a guy called Graham Bridge who posted on Twitter, "I'm 84 years old, and over the last 20 years, I've watched this country go to hell in a handcart. Today, I watched on live stream the Tommy Robinson March in London. I can't tell you how good I feel to have seen what I've seen. And I hope this is the start of a revival of the true British bulldog spirit."
Right, so still, and I don't know if anyone in the chat can tell me, right, and because they're not, are they? What is their fear? What is it that they're taking back? Do you know what I mean? What is it that they are taking back, and from who? Do you know what I mean? Because I'm confused, man. I'm gonna be real. I'm confused, man, because hold on a second. Let me just play a bit more because it's very dangerous, man. It's just a lot of, and I remember this is sort of started from last year, even here on YouTube. Do you know what I mean? A lot of like sort of racial politics and this and that and this and that and some just weird stuff. And now I can see sort of the sort of direction that we're going in, man. It's crazy, man. Because, like I said, who is it that you're taking your country back from? Yeah, because I'm not hearing them sort of say, "Oh, we're looking out against the government or we're looking out against the police." Because really and truly, even if it is immigration and this and that, that is your problem, which I believe that is to be the case, why are you not looking out against government? Why aren't you like marching to the House of Parliament and this and that and telling them, I see it, man. I'm gonna play it in a second. I'm gonna check it out still. Thank you. Why aren't you going to them places and putting pressure? Do you know what I mean? Like why is your logo or whatever? This is London, not London Star or whatever. Why ain't it power to the people, down with the government? But I mean, you see what I'm saying to you? And that's why I do question in a real life really what the thing is about. You know what I mean? And who are you blaming? You know what I mean? Because I mean, I don't know if this is gonna get much bigger, to be honest. I mean, but let's keep playing. Hold on.
And I think a lot of people were there for that very reason. I was listening to one of your callers, Jackie, earlier on Talk TV, saying there were ladies in mobility scooters, gentlemen on crutches. Everyone was well behaved. I was really proud of them. So this idea that it was a violent march of disorder populated by football hooligans, I think the Met Police very much put out that message before the march.
Well, in fact, just Suzanne, just sorry to interject, but the Evening Standard actually headlined "Tommy Robinson leads football hooligan march." That was their headline.
I mean, that's fundamentally wrong. Now, I'm not saying everything that I wasn't at the march yesterday, but reading reports about it, there were clearly some unsavory things that went on. We've got to be clear, there were 2 arrests, one for apparently a racially aggravated offence and another one for a person who apparently was drunk and disorderly.
Okay, so good morning, Barry. Good morning. So that's quite interesting, So according to basically the mainstream media has reported it very much as a sort of far right rally, this, that, and the other. Do you know what I mean? Now, which obviously, Tommy Robinson isn't as he's known as being far right, right? Obviously, the whole EDL stuff, this, that, and the other. Now, I don't know if it's a one where he's trying to sort of, rebrand himself, this, that, and the other. But, and again, the problem again with the Union Jack and this and that is that back in the 80s and 90s, blah, 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 it was definitely, associated with hooliganism, this, that, and the other. Yeah, so I can appreciate where they may fall to certain stereotypes of the past, Yeah, whereby that may not be the case today, but yeah, just to really sort of reiterate what they were just saying still. But again, going back to my actual picture in my thingy, Bobby, you can see that. And to be honest, when I was looking, there's loads of pictures that what's the word, that show, you know, British Muslims or whatever you want to call it. Absolutely loads of them. Yeah, get me. So I'm just saying that this thing about patriotism, because like I said, in fact, let me try to find it. When they're saying that, you know, you can't be a patriot and be Muslim, isn't that dangerous territory? Yeah, 9, just for future reference, you won't get unbiased news from Talk TV. They are pro-Israel and have close links to Israel via Murdoch. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get that, Nixie. They're all a set of classes, man. Do you know what I mean? They're all a set of classes, but I just think about this one just so, you know what I mean? People, exactly. Thank you. So, yeah, you proved my point, actually. Thank you. You proved my point. But the white British folk are totally discombobulated and are not sure what to do. The subcontinental Asians taking over their society and they don't know how to do it. But I'm not sure if that's true, though, Wag Funk. I'm not sure if that's true, man. This is what I'm trying to say. I think, I don't know, I think this is a lot of fear mongering, man, because a lot of these people that are on these march, I guarantee you, where they live, there's probably no Asians or Muslims. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, because at the end of the day, well, in fact, let me not even say that still, because someone did, Buddha showed me a town in Yorkshire called Saville or something, where it's 90-something% Muslim, which was a bit interesting still, man. I will drop you something independent news. So, Nixie, what do you think that the march was about then? Because I'm just saying, yeah, what do you think the march was about then, Nixie? Because I know you're on the pulse with these things. Yeah. But yeah, man, let's just keep on.
An assault emergency worker. Yeah. So it wasn't perfect, but then no march is really perfect. And I saw a lot of commentary yesterday. When you saw those flags, it was overwhelmingly Union flags. You saw English flags, you saw Scottish flags, you saw the odd Welsh flag. And it was such a stark contrast to the marches that we've had from the Palestinian activists every Saturday for months and months and months now. And this had a very different feel about it. It did actually feel more positive. And yet, of course, many people, most people possibly, would try to make out that actually it was far more negative. But I don't really see how.
Right. See, so there was a comparison between the Palestinian march. Do you know what I mean? Big up yourself, Dominic, man. Big up yourself. Quick pass through. You don't know, but big up to you and the family, man. Between the Palestinian march and this march. And this is what I'm saying. And this is where I believe, you know, a lot of the identity politics is going to be coming into play. Do you know what I mean? Because, I mean, to be honest, I've not been watching too much of the whole Palestine. You get me? I've not been watching it. Obviously, I know what I want, and I've seen a few bits on, but I've not been watching it. Yeah, so I don't know how often they happen, where they happen, this, that, and the other. I just know that they happen, right? But it seems, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's weird, man. It's just weird, man. It's just so weird, man. Oh, it's about creating that. Well, yeah. Right. Well, I mean, I definitely agree that division seems to, yeah. But this one, all right. So Nixie coming with her thing, boy. I mean, yeah, this proposed threat that people, morning, Goofy, morning, hope you're well, mate. This Islamic threat that seems to be either it's being cultivated or it's cultivating. Yeah, one of the two. I don't know, man. I think we're going into very dangerous territory, man, because if we're gonna start saying that you can't be a patriot and Muslim, or you can't be a patriot and Jamaican, which is basically what they're saying, because like man like Banksy, he just denounced all of his ancestry. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the term coon is for Iran, but that is Banksy. Yeah. So are we saying that to be a patriot that you have to just forego your hundreds and thousands of years of ancestry and then just say, I'm just England till I die, which is, England. You remember them? I'm England till I die. I know I am. I'm sure I am. I'm England till I die. He's anyway. Yep, it's hitting home for them. Trust. Now the Arabs are coming into back the subcontinent with theology, most of the Muslim images. I don't know, Wab Funk, man. I don't know, man. Like, England is a nation of 60 odd million, man. I don't know how many Muslims there are, about 5 million or something. I don't even know what that is in terms of a percentage. But I don't know, man. I don't know if this is a chicken and egg argument at this point, man. I don't know, man. Because like I was saying, yeah, half of the reason why there's a lot more Muslims here is because of the foreign policy. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. But let me play back, because then we just go down a different rabbit hole. But hold on.
How a march, and I'm no great fan of Tommy Robinson at all. I wouldn't go on a march led by Tommy Robinson. I'll be absolutely honest with you. But it did look friendly. It looked patriotic. And it didn't look violent. Yeah. Unfortunately, though, I think, Ian, there is a certain section in our society that doesn't really like displays of patriotism. They're far more happy and comfortable, it seems, seeing the Palestinian flag on the streets of London than the Union flag.
And that's very well put, Suzanne. I mean, to me, that is gobsmacking in all its glory. It's just an extraordinary way that some people are. It's sort of the same sneering attitude that people had towards those that voted for Brexit.
Yes, it is. I think that's right. And I certainly felt the full force of that, being very involved in the campaign for Brexit. It's like looking down on England. It's looking down on people who have a sense of patriotism and a sense of duty to their country as being little Englanders. That was the phrase I heard again and again during the Brexit debate. You're all little Englanders. Well, no, that's absolutely not true. We actually feel we've got a bigger role outside the European Union in the whole world. But I don't want to rerun the.
Yeah, you hear that? You see, now they're integrating Brexit. I am telling you, family. No, sir. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And and this is what I'm saying. We need some definitions of actually what is patriotism, man, because like I'm saying, it just seems to be a big melting pot, of views and opinions that come under patriotism. And I think, like I said, I think that's a bit dangerous. All right, but hold on a second. Let me just check something, family. All right. Someone's put a video in the back that I need to quickly have a look at before I press play. Yeah. But let me. Oh, nice. What are you doing? 1 second, family. I don't know why I do that, This is 1 second. I don't know what I've done to my screen, family. What is going on? That's not where I want to be. One second, family. All right, family. Sorry, I was just trying to find the videos and that. Hello, with the Sunak saying national service will be put in place, that's not white people going mad. Now, if this was King Charles saying it, they would be mad. I'm telling you, that's the next thing, Dominic, right? I'm so glad that you've even mentioned Richie Sunak, right? Because this is what I'm trying to say about this whole patriot. Like, you've got a whole Indian, what is he, Hindu, running your country. Yeah? So can he be a patriot? This is what I'm saying. You've got a whole Indian Hindu running your country. So in 2024, what exactly is patriotism? Yeah? What exactly is patriotism? And this is what I'm trying to say. Can anyone tell me what in this current climate is patriotism? Yeah? But all right. Okay. I'm gonna let this play out, I think, and then we're gonna play it.
Rerun the EU referendum debates. But I think also there's very much a sense about a good deal of people who are patriotic, who feel that successive governments have let them down very badly. They've let them down by not standing up for Britain, but not standing up for British culture. Immigration is obviously a big issue for a lot of people, not just Tommy Robinson and not just people on the march yesterday. But there's no doubt that if you have a country where you're letting in around...
Okay, so she's finally mentioned that successive governments have let them down. Obviously, she's heard, you can hear her referring to immigration, yeah. So obviously, slip. Well, okay, we know what it is, yeah. Successive governments, okay. So at least she's acknowledging successive.
2 million people from overseas every year in a small country like Britain. It is going to change. There's no doubt about that. And of course, people get very unhappy about the pressures that immigration puts on wages, on jobs, and particularly on housing and social care. And
2 million people a year. Is that how many people are coming into Britain? Big up yourself, Six Pack Man. Man, just bringing realities in the meaning of patriarchy. Oh. 2 million a year. Big up yourself anyway, man. 2 million a year. I'd have to check that, man. 2 million a year. That don't. 2 million a year. So in nah. That hold on a sec. That don't. 2 million a year. 2 million a year. I need to check that, man. Hold on. I need to check that straight. 2 million
benefits as well yesterday. But there's no doubt that if you have a country where you're letting in around 2 million people from overseas every year in a small country like Britain, it is going to change. There's no doubt about that. And of course, people get very unhappy about the pressures that immigration puts on wages, on jobs, and particularly on housing and social care and benefits as well.
Indeed. Suzanne, thank you. As ever, Suzanne Evans, political consultant.
Okay. So, immigration. And this is what I'm saying, yeah. Brexit, I've always said, it was an immigration ticket, yeah? Because that's what the people then was bawling about. Them time there was all about the Romanians and the Polish and blah blah blah, and obviously they were moaning about the the immigrants that were coming through, or the illegal ones. I mean, coming through on the boats and this and that, and they obviously believed, yeah, because remember they're going to be in charge of their shores and this and that. They obviously believed that it was going to stop the immigration, yeah. This is the Brexit thing I'm talking about now, right? And this is what I'm trying to say. How come these people ain't vexed about that? And this is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. You know what it is as well, yeah? This is what I'll tell you what I liken this to, yeah. It's like, one, a lot of the people then are scared to admit that they got it wrong in terms of Brexit. Yeah, just like a lot of people are scared to admit they got it wrong in terms of that 2-year holiday that we had, yeah, and the effects of it. You understand? But instead of just admitting it and, you know what I mean, just ripping the plaster off, as it were, do you know what I mean? They sort of make other excuses, as it were. Do you know what I mean? And I think that there's similarities between the two, to be honest, in terms of Brexit and our 2-year holiday, for real, because there's still people that, even with World War One, are still saying, yeah, Brexit and all the rest of it. Same like for the holiday and that. And the thing is, the only people that and this is what I'm trying to say in England, like a lot of people, they're just either miseducated or just, you get me? Because all the like the work working class people, working class people, and even the middle class people, they ain't gonna benefit from Brexit as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Okay. The only people that are potentially gonna benefit from Brexit are the people that had money in the first place. Yeah. Because the people that ain't got no money, Brexit is not doing them any favors. Yeah. But you still have people, broke people too, like broke people, saying, oh no, no, we want our country back. You know what I mean? We want our country back. We want our country. So back from who and what is my question again. You know what I mean? Brexit, a lot of it was about getting back our sovereignty, this and this and this. Sovereignty from who? From what? Do you know what I mean? So this, going back to this, and now what I'm trying to say is that we got this, like, this whole mesh, that's currently seemingly coming under quote unquote patriotism, where you got people that want their country back. You know what I mean? You got people that are anti-Islamic. You get me? You got people that are just straight racist. Do you know what I mean? And everything in between that. And boy, I'm telling you, now the only good thing is that I don't think this is gonna go too many legs. You get me? Like, not too many. You know what I'm saying to you? Because for varying reasons, but I don't think it's gonna get too many legs. Yeah, but hold on, let me look at the chat before I go off on one. Of course, nothing wrong with him saying it. What we're saying, Sunak is clearly against Pakistanis. He's preempting the Pakistani bent on Islamic culture. He's literally bringing a subcontinental tribal beef into British society. What? And seriously, Sunak is preempting this for the British white people because he knows how he got to power, and he's trying to show allegiance to the white folk who put him here, and so he should. Whoa, hold on. That's a good point, Wafa, but I don't think no matter what Sunak does, they will accept him. Since Brexit was about nationalism, solidifying British culture. Look at the former PM, he was Asian and was not accepted at all. Right. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. That's another thing. This is what I'm trying to say. I think that this quote unquote two-tier policing protest, there's a lot of underlying issues. Do you know what I mean? Bubbling up underneath it. Do you know what I mean? And plus, we've got a general election to boot. But Wab Funk. I have to read that again.
Formerly heavily involved in the Brexit campaign and other policy, UKIP and others, to mention.
All right, family. All right. Let me stop that. Sunak is preempting this from. I don't know. I don't know about that, Bob Funk. You've obviously thought about that, but me just reading that initially, I'm not sure. Is there a wrong to the person in charge of Dominic? Sunak will absolutely not be accepted, but he's going to pay his dues for the acceptance that they've given him. Pay his dues? How? I don't know. Yeah, no. Wabfun, 1 second, Wabfun. Let's not get this twisted, let's not think that Sunak had more of a hand in him getting there than them, He's just going to be there for a reason and a season. Plus, there's an election coming now as well, man. Trust me, if they lose, one of their things is going to say, oh, well, you know what I mean? You couldn't expect, you get me? You couldn't expect blah, 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 to take the country to, you get me? It's, politics is mad, It's almost like, in any instance, he will fall on his sword, isn't it? He's going to fall on his sword in any instance, man. I'm telling you. Even if Conservative won the election, which if they did, it would be by such a small thingy, Bobby. Yeah. They'll still say, nah, we gotta shake this up, man, because that was too close, blah, 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 blah. So he ain't gonna be there for long. No way, man. Trust and believe that, man. And this is the next thing, right? Why isn't there more noise about a whole multi-millionaire, near billionaire running the country? You get me? You've got nurses having to go to the food bank. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Having to walk to work, this, that, and the other. Children going to school hungry, this, that, all of these things, yeah. Meanwhile, the leader of the country is a multi-millionaire, yeah. Sunak, remember, his wealth last year increased by 125 million pounds. Yeah. The prime minister of this country, his wealth accumulated by 125 million pounds. You get me? Yeah. So I'm saying, why aren't we worried about them sort of things? Boy, for curtailing Islamic migration. What are you talking about? Curtailing? What are you talking about, Wab Funk? Right now, right now they're giving visas. Oh no. We've done this already. A lot of the legal migration now, Wab Funk, is coming from them very same countries. They're importing Muslims as well, and their families. These ain't even the illegal ones. These ain't even the boat people. So I don't know. This is what I'm trying to say, bro. It's all discombobulated, man. But I don't know if Sunak is going to be the face for. Nah. I don't agree with that, man. Nah. Sunak is going to be the face for curtailing Islamic migration. Simple. And that's what white Brits want. They won't do it in their face. Nah. So how's he gonna do that? Nah, I don't agree with that, man. I don't. There's nothing going on to suggest that, man. Do you know what I mean? Nah. Get rid of them how? Nah. And again, this is very mad language, man. Absolutely mad language. Get rid of them how? Nah. Right. Let me just play a little bit of this here, just to show you the sort of the temperature of some of the people them out here, which I'm not gonna lie,
underwater
in 2024, I believe it to be a bit mad
After
still.
the first full week of campaigning, the Labour Party finds itself in a political storm over the deselection.
Oh my God, that bloke had the cheek to say cringe when he looked like that, right? And he's actually either a fucking identical twin or just doing it all himself, pretending.
Oh
to
no,
talk to
that's him. That's himself.
That's a Jonathan Pryor type of guy, isn't it?
Yeah, what a fucking idiot.
Yeah, but that's no, that was him. Just it was just himself, just doing like as if he's talking to himself, essentially.
Yeah, it's not even funny though. It's just
a multi-character thing.
Cringe. But what I will say is this, right? The only good thing to come out of the pressure they put on so that Diane Abbott could stand again as MP is that if she's allowed to stand again after everything she's done, then they can't stop Tommy Robinson. I think Tommy Robinson should go for MP now.
Convictions. You can convictions, isn't it? You know.
Now I'm just trying to show you, even just that statement alone, right? This is the sort of thing that we're working with when it comes to patriots, yeah. You just heard Gumby say, that if Diane Abbott is allowed to get back in, then Tommy Robinson should be allowed to stand. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, family? You see what I'm saying to you when I talk about them or the miseducated or the misinformed or whatever? Tommy Robinson is a whole convict, He's a whole convict. This man's been to jail I don't know how many times for varying things. This man's been on camera saying racist shit, blah, 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 and the whole nine. yeah, and you've got a patriot saying, well, if she can get through, then Tommy Robinson can get through. You get me? And I'm just saying that this is the level of whatever that we have to be dealing with, man. Or that what the
You had to have
patriots are.
convictions well before you're selected.
Dan were on stage on Saturday, right?
The disrespect to be mentioning Tommy and fucking Abbott in the same sentence. Disrespect.
Right,
but
cool.
anyway,
Disrespect. Yeah, you're right. Tommy Robinson is far more educated and far better spoken, well spoken than Diane.
Okay, so this is Banksy, the Iranian patriot, and he's saying that Tommy Robinson, obviously he must be joking. He has to be, right? He's more educated and more well spoken than Diane Abbott. Yeah. This is where we're at, family. These are the patriots, man. This is what we're working with, man. Hold on, man. Banks, I just come to ask you a quick question. Yeah, you know when you were saying before about if these rallies or whatever is makes people more patriotic or something, then you're all for it. Is that correct? Yeah. Is that
100%?
Hmm?
Sure, yes.
Right. Excellent, right? So I find that quite interesting, yeah, because you know Triller, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
He's quite patriotic, yeah. He's out here telling people all sorts of how, but he always gets shut down for it. So
patriotic towards Britain.
No, it's not.
Sorry?
100%.
Triller. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Guess what I'm asking you? Sorry?
I don't agree with your
Triller's
premise.
not. I won't agree with that either. You have to verify that. You're going to have to prove your claim.
It's not a claim, Bridget, yeah? Fuck all of that.
Well, it is a claim, isn't it? You just literally said it.
made the claim.
You literally said it. It's a claim.
Lord, all right, man. All right.
Now verify it.
Triller often comes online and says that he's proud Englishman, this, that, and the other, stands up for British values and all the rest of it.
No, he doesn't.
And he gets shut down.
But he's not.
And he gets shut down by people.
But he's not. But
well, what do you mean by he's not?
Nines. He's not. He never supports the British patriots. He's always supporting Islam. He's always supporting the Islamists. He's always on the opposite side of whatever British patriots talk about this country. Triller is not a British patriot.
Wait. Right, family. So you can see there, right, that I gave Triller. I'm sure many of you know Triller. Yeah, he's a what is he? He's an Indian Sikh, yeah, from Southall, bald head, yeah, drinks, vapes, does balloons, yeah, and he says that he loves his country, yeah. He calls himself English and British and all the rest of it. He's done so as long as I've known him, yeah, but yeah, he's also sympathetic towards Islam. Yeah, he's not a Muslim himself, but I would definitely say that he's sympathetic towards Islam. Yeah. Now, as you can hear from what they are saying, because of his sympathy for Islam, that then makes he can't then be patriotic. Yeah. And this is why I'm saying, well, this is a little bit dangerous, right? But let me just play a bit more. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. You just 1 second, man. Let me ask you a question because I just heard you say something. Yeah, so let me just ask something. Can you be pro-Islam and be patriotic?
No,
So
not to Britain.
Be patriotic.
No.
Oh, so you can't be Muslim and patriotic to Britain.
No.
All right. You see, so. And this is what I'm trying to say. This is so interesting. So that was Banksy, yeah. And like I'm saying, Banksy is an ex-Iranian Muslim, okay. And he is saying that you cannot be patriotic and be a Muslim, okay. So then that says to me then that anyone that wants to be, so already that disbands I don't know how many people. You see what I'm saying to you, from not being patriotic, yeah. Although, like Web Funk's putting in the thingy bobby there, the Mayor of London is obviously a Muslim, And I'm sure he would say that he's patriotic to the country, so much so that, you know, he's given his life to politics and blah, blah, blah. You know, I mean, he could obviously make those claims in terms of being patriotic. Whether these people believe it or not is another thing. But the point being is that you currently have a brown Asian Muslim in his second or third term as London mayor. I can't even remember. Yeah. So you see what I'm saying to you, family? Like I'm saying, a lot of things bubbling underneath, man. Because right now, I probably didn't even really think of it like that, man. But because there's definitely a change in the air in some of them. Some of them have come. I'm talking about some of the people on YouTube. They've definitely become a little bit more venomous, I think would be a fair word to use. You know what I'm saying to you? And I probably didn't even really think about it before because, like I said, you know what I mean? But I suppose right now they got a brown person running their country and a brown person running their capital. So I suppose if you was a little bit paranoid, you get me? Yeah, okay. If you was a little bit paranoid, okay, yeah, I didn't even really think of it like that, to be honest. But boy, you see them chickens, man. Woo.
Islam would not allow you.
Okay, no problem.
Your loyalty is to Islam first. Muslims say it. Muslims say that at Speaker's Corner every week. They are Muslim first, then they are whatever else.
Now you see, even that, man, even say Muslims down at Speaker's Corner, I don't think Speaker's Corner Muslims are a fair representation of Muslims in England. Do you know what I mean? I don't think, to be honest. You get me? I think it's a representative of a small number of, you know, I don't want to use the word extreme because obviously there's different you know what I mean? We know what the park is, in it. But I'm saying I don't think that the average, this is what I'm thinking, I don't think the average, you know, Muslim, this, that, and the other is so extreme, this, that, and the other. I think the average Muslim doesn't even really know, hasn't even broken down the Quran the way in which we know the Quran to be. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, again, like I said, a lot of, I mean, I remember, I'm not, I mean, there's many things about Islam that I'm not, you know, I mean, a thingy of. However, truth and rights, you know what I mean? All right.
That they are.
Yeah, but
where they're Muslim first and then they're Pakistani. They're Muslim first and then they're British. They're Muslim first and then they are Indonesian. They are Muslim first. Islam is incompatible with British patriotism.
Listen to me, Banksy. Yeah?
They are Indonesian. They are Muslim first. Islam is incompatible with British patriotism.
Okay, so there he's saying that Islam is incompatible with British patriotism. Do you know what I mean? Now, again, we have to reiterate that we are listening to a man or a boy or a person that was born as a Muslim, raised as a Muslim, although he's trying to change the story now, but he lived in Iran, you get me? He was in a Muslim family, this, that, and the other, yeah? And I think he came to England when he was about 5 or 6, yeah? These are his testimonies, and so forth and so on, yeah? All right. But, yeah, obviously he's an ex-Muslim, you see what I'm saying to you? And I think in that case, I think he's shown a lot of his bias in this term, in this thing, Bobby, to be fair. You understand? But mad. Yeah. So you can't, so basically you're saying that you can't be Muslim and patriotic, is basically what you're saying.
You can't be Muslim and patriotic to Britain, no.
Oh, I swear to God, man. Are you saying that it's either one or the other, Banksy? Are you saying that they both can't operate simultaneously?
No.
Okay, then. So then what you said before is a fraudulent statement then, because you don't believe, because that means that you're only looking for certain type of people to be patriots then, correct?
What do you mean I'm only looking for...
Sorry?
What do you mean by that?
Well, because you're saying that, for example, a Muslim can't be both patriotic and Islamic. Yeah, you're saying it's one or the other. Yeah, so then
Yes.
that then lends itself to. So when you're saying, "Oh, bam," the movement looking for patriotism, this, that, and the other, that means you're only looking for certain types of people, then, because you're out here saying
those who are patriotic to Britain.
Sorry.
Those who are loyal to Britain. Yes, I'm looking for those people.
Yeah, but you're saying that you can't be loyal to Britain and be a Muslim. I disagree with that.
You can't, because
you can disagree.
It's from them. Hey, wait a minute. Naiva, listen.
Looking for certain types of people to be patriotic.
It's by their own standards, okay? Because they say that they are Muslim first and anything else second. So it's not from us saying, "Oh, look, we're only looking for this." It's Muslims saying that they are Muslim first. They will protect a Muslim brother first before anything else.
Nanifa, it's the Islamic standard. It's not my standards. I didn't make these rules.
This here. If you're saying that your thing is whereby you have to be a Muslim second to being a patriot, then yeah, your thing is what it is, isn't it? Like, you're not looking for
This is not the win you're thinking it is. Not the win you're thinking it is. It's not the win you're thinking it is, because you've gone the wrong way about it. Yeah.
No, I'm not nowhere. No,
it's not people saying
a simple couple of questions, and upon his answers, I've just made my statement. He said that
you let him answer.
Muslims are patriotic.
Can Danny
so that's all there is to it, isn't it?
No, they don't. Just want a little clip. That's it.
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing. But Banksy's saying you can't be both patriotic and a Muslim. So then that's
not Banksy's saying.
It's not. Right, so they're trying to say that it's the Muslims themselves that are saying it. Yeah, understand what I'm saying to you. But again, I feel that they may be like speaking to a couple of Muslims. You see what I'm saying to you, and then just blanketing the whole Muslim people with that. But again, you can see by the picture that I've used, there are Muslims out here, and there are other pictures as well. To be fair, if I even put it in, you will see others come up. Yeah. There are Muslims out here that definitely feel patriotic and British. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, when you're doing the sort of one cap fits all thing to be able to defend an argument, again, dangerous territory, man. Dangerous territory. But, and again, I have to reiterate that Banksy is that means he has Muslims in his family. What does that mean? That he denounces his family just because? Yeah, it's weird. Again, I don't know.
It is my statement, but it isn't. Listen, Nanitha, it is my statement, but it isn't outside. This is not a statement that is only solely from me. This is from the Muslims themselves.
It's Muslims who say
it is the Islamic standard. It's like saying that can a Chinese citizen that is loyal to the CCP be a British patriot? No.
So to be a patriot,
because you have to be loyal to the CCP in China. So a Chinese communist loyalist, someone who's loyal to the CCP, cannot be a British patriot because they are loyal to the Chinese CCP.
Let me Banksy, have you do you disregard your? So hold on a minute. Does that mean that in order for you to be a patriot, Banksy, that you have to disregard your Iranian heritage, blah 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 blah? Is that what you've had to do to become a patriot? I'm not. Yo, is your name Banksy? Is that what you've had to do to become a patriot?
It's ridiculous what you're saying there.
No, hold on.
Now,
hold on.
why
No,
can I not
let me tell you.
Like, why the fuck? Oh, I got two cheers. He's big enough to talk for himself, man. Like,
Nines, relax.
It's an open panel. You're so
it's okay.
rude.
But first of all, first of all, it's an open panel.
You ain't Iranian, and nor is this little man in the corner. Like, what's up, man? Yes, thanks.
I cannot be loyal to the Iranian regime and be a British patriot. I can be Iranian. I can love my country and love my heritage and love my culture, but I cannot be loyal to the Iranian mullah regime and still consider myself a British patriot. No, those two things are not mutually. They are mutually exclusive. Exactly. You cannot hold those positions simultaneously.
Right. So to be a patriot, you basically have to give up your lineage, is basically what you're saying. Would that be a correct thing to
Again,
say?
no, you're misreading, you're misunderstanding, or you're misreading. I can still like and love my culture, but I cannot be loyal to the Iranian regime because the Iranian regime is in direct conflict and an enemy of Britain. So I cannot be a British patriot at the same time loyal to the enemies of Britain. You see, you see that? I think I can still love Iranian food. I can still love Iranian music, Iranian people, but I cannot be loyal to the Iranian mullah regime and simultaneously call myself a British patriot. These two things are mutually exclusive. That's it. And that's what Muslims, that's the position of Muslims too. They cannot be loyal to Islam and simultaneously be loyal to the British, to the British, to the state
so
of
you're
Britain.
saying that, yeah, well, that's crazy. I mean, no one's going to give up their religion for Britain. Not even Christians are going to give up their religion.
Well, then they're not, they shouldn't be in Britain.
So hold on.
If Britain is not above their, it's not their.
Wow, did you hear that, people? Did you hear that? So Banksy wants people to give up. So wait, so is one part of it? This is foolishness. It's actually retarded at this point. Give up your religion for Britain, huh? Give up your religion for Britain. What?
Call myself a British patriot. These two things are mutually exclusive. That's it. And that's what Muslims, that's the position of Muslims too. They cannot be loyal to Islam and simultaneously be loyal to the British. To the
Wow. 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 So Banksy's assertion is that you can't be, you can't be loyal to Islam and be loyal to the, do you know, that's a very deep, that's a very deep statement. So Banksy's idea of patriotism is, and obviously we know Banksy is an ex-Muslim, but what, so he now expects all Muslims or to be patriot? Come on, Banksy, man, you sound stupid, boss. You just sound silly. This is what I'm trying to say. These people are actually silly. Yo, I don't know, man. This, I didn't even. Wow.
British to the state of Britain.
Saying that, yeah, well, that's crazy. I mean, no one's going to give up their religion for Britain. Not even Christians are going to give up their religion.
Well, then they're not. They shouldn't be in Britain.
So
if Britain is not above their, it's not their highest goal, and the safety and security and the prosperity of Britain is not one of their highest goals in their life. If that is not what they hold the highest, then they are not really British, and they really don't love this country, and they really don't want the best for this country, because Islam is fundamentally, philosophically incompatible with British society. It is not. Islam is not here to get along with you.
One second, Banksy. If Islam is so uncompatible with British society, why did your mom come here?
Because we're not Muslim and we don't want to live in an Islamic society. We came here precisely because this country is opposite to Islam.
1 second, Banksy, you're talking too much, man. Right.
You ask me a question and then you don't let me answer the question.
1 second, Banksy. 1 second, yeah. It's early. When you all was in Iran, was you Muslims?
No.
You've never been a Muslim?
Not really, no.
Your mom's never been a Muslim? Now, Banksy is about to do a lot of skullduggery here, man. And to be honest, so the dishonesty is amazing, man. Just to make, it's a mad thing. I'll be real. Man will denounce his whole thing. Do you know what I mean? Just because we know, like I said, he came here as a Muslim. His mum was a Muslim. You get me? Albeit she came here and done her thing and became European and married an Englishman and blah, 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 blah. But you were born and grew as a Muslim, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is embarrassing. Like, if your mum was to hear this, man, I don't know, would she concur with what you're saying here, Banksy, man? Like, wow. All to make a Muslim.
My mom has for a while.
Right, excellent. So your mum was a Muslim, yeah?
For a while.
Okay. So she obviously didn't believe that England was incompatible with her Islamic vibrations, yeah? Because she obviously there would have been many countries that she could have come to, but she chose Britain. Now, one thing that I've heard, I keep hearing, is that Britain's very accommodating of different this, that, and the other, which is why I keep telling you that you all have gone and exported this quote unquote democracy around the world. Yeah, that's why so many people feel that they can come here because England's open, this, that, and the other. So I think you're contradicting yourself, Banksy.
No.
You get me?
Because my mom is no longer a Muslim.
England was compatible with her religion, she wouldn't have come here.
No, it wasn't. She didn't. Nines. Can I answer you? Are you ready?
Sorry about that, family. Don't know what happened there, boy. All right. Sorry. Oops. In the meanwhile, I just snuck an almond, so just 1 second. I never used to like almonds, but now I like them very much. Almonds with some cranberries. Ooh. Instead of crips and them in there, but all right. I miss my flow a bit, so all right, family. So where was I? I know we were listening to some of the Patriots. All right, it's and I've got to go. I've got a meeting at 11. I have to come back in there. Sorry, family. I'm slightly discombobulated. 1 sec. Let me just. So you basically got to denounce your heritage according to Banksy. So let's see where we was at. If I press play, hold on.
Okay, but you're gonna have to let me finish, though. You can't interrupt me in the middle of my answer.
I'm gonna go on.
Okay. My mom came to this country because it was an open society that allowed us, even us as quote unquote Muslims, to come here. But we were not really Muslim. We were Europeans in Iran before we came to this country to become European, because we had the European mindset. We liked European lifestyle. And on top of that, although my mom was religious, or sort of, you could say religious light for a long time. Even she went to Mecca once. She even went on a Hajj, but still she was not comfortable with the religion of Islam. That is why she is now a Christian Presbyterian, because Islam fundamentally was not compatible with her philosophy of life. Islam has never been compatible with my philosophy of life. Hence, I rejected and I actively fight against it. So we know that we were compatible with the philosophy and the way of life in Britain, because we were never really fond of Islam, and we were never comfortable as being, being forced to be Muslim. But unfortunately, in a country like Iran or many other countries in the Middle East, you don't have a choice. You don't really get much of a choice. You can't, it's not a free nations. You can't go around saying you're not a Muslim. You get beheaded, you get hung, you get tortured and put in prison. So you have to be whatever the society forces you to be. Only in this country we can be free and not be Muslim if we choose to.
Yeah, I don't know, Banksy. I think, obviously I'm hearing what you're saying. I'm not going to dismiss it. But the point being, Bab, is that at that time, you were Muslim, this, that, and the other. You understand me? And your mum felt that England was a safe enough country for her to come again and remake life. Yeah. And I'm only making that point in terms of when you were saying about England and Islam being incompatible. Because if that were the case, then there wouldn't be so many Muslims coming to England if they thought it was so incompatible.
Okay, I can explain that.
I dismissed that. And to be honest, Banksy, the next thing is, I remember I ain't no big Muslim person, so don't think I'm out here defending the thing. But when you was growing up, Banksy, was there a problem in England when it comes to Islam or Muslim? When you were growing up, because you said you come here when you was 5, 6, yeah. So you've been here a long time, yeah. When you was growing up, was there this problem that you're talking about here? Was it there?
Yes, at the age of when I was 4 or 5 years old, the Iranian Revolution brought in the Islamic Republic of Iran. Iran wasn't an Islamic theocracy.
In London. No. I'm talking about in England, Banksy.
Oh, in England, no. I never went to a mosque, never prayed, never did any of those things.
No. But was it when you were growing up? Yeah. I'm asking, I'm clearly saying that when I was growing up, I don't remember no Muslim Britain problems. You get me? I know racial problems, but I don't know it to be like an Islamic problem kind of thing, yeah?
Because the numbers weren't there.
because the numbers weren't here.
That's what it was. If you think about how old we are now,
okay,
to how
so
many times it can breed.
Okay. Right. So, is there a problem in England with Islam because of numbers or because of foreign policy?
Both.
Because of numbers, both, but mostly because of the numbers.
Mostly because of the numbers. Okay, then. So, are we saying? Let me just check the temperature. Are we saying that if England hadn't been involved in what they've been involved in the last 20 odd years? Now, another question here. You know, when these people are talking about Muslims, yeah, do you think that they're only speaking about brown Muslims? Yeah, because in my recollection, actually, yeah, before it could be argued in terms of wars and displacement of Muslims, yeah, before there was do you not remember the which war was it? You had the Yugoslavian war, yes. And then with the whole Serbia, blah, 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 blah. Because I met, for example, I remember in the, when would it have been? Maybe like the 90s or something like that. I definitely met a couple soldiers from, where were they from? I think they were from Croatia. Was it Croatia? Croatia. I want to say around there, but you don't know the war that I'm talking about, yeah? And basically, the point being is that they were white Muslims anyway. That's really the point I'm trying to make, yeah? Wherever they were from, they were white Muslims. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Yeah? So I'm just really asking the question, like, do these people have the same problem with white Muslims? You get me? Or is it just brown Muslims? So you're saying Bosnia, Web Funk? Yeah. That war there, man. I remember it, man. This is what I'm trying to say. Oh dear, man. Imagine they said that there'll be no more wars. There'll be no more wars after the Second World War. How many wars has there been, man? I tell you, boy. I'm telling you, man. But yeah, man. I tell you, that's the first time I've ever actually seen a real war wound, you know. And this because he showed me, man, and they basically had to sew up his stomach, man, and he just had this massive scar down his stomach. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, and obviously, you know how they stitch up. It was mad, man. It was mad, and he wasn't even that old, man. You know what I mean? So I'm just really saying that to say that, yeah, we've had displacement in England for many years, probably since the first Kuwait war, I would say. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's a different story still, man. But are you saying that we'd be in the same situation that we're in now? Is that what you're saying?
If England, no. If England could still be involved in issues with things like the war in Iraq, the war in Afghanistan, involved in Syria, involved in Libya, they could still be involved in those things, but not allow those people to come here. If those people hadn't come here, we would still be fine. But they allowed all of those refugees from those countries to also come here.
Banksy, the answer to my question is what? Because I'm asking you, Banksy, let me be very clear. I'm asking you, if England hadn't been involved in a lot of the foreign policies that it has been in the last 20-25 years, would the problem that you believe is presenting itself in England be here? Yeah? Because one person says it's down to the numbers as opposed to the foreign policies. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, look, I know what you're getting at, Nanitha. The fact is that the foreign policies that Britain involved themselves in increased the refugees in the world because those countries were destroyed, and so those people were fleeing those particular war-torn nations. But that still doesn't mean Britain had to take those people in. If we kept them out, there wouldn't be a problem here. Yeah. Doesn't matter what foreign policy.
When I heard this, I'm like, this man is actually so cold, man. And remember, and this is what I'm saying. And remember, he's from Iran, yeah. So he's from a country that knows pain and suffering for varying reasons because of dictatorship and all these varying things. You understand what I'm saying? And he himself's come from a family that fled. You see what I'm saying to you? Yeah. But as you're gonna hear, it's all right for him to flee, but he don't want no one else to flee, man. So sad, man. So sad.
Could have gone and destroyed entire countries to rubbles. That doesn't mean you have to import all of those people now into your country.
Banksy, this is what I'm trying to say, man. You can't have it both ways. You can't be a
you
country
can.
that says 1 second, Banksy. You can't say that you're a country that exports democracy, this, that, and the other. You're going to all these sand countries, as you were calling them, and you're making them democratic, yeah, because you believe that they were suffering under this and this leadership, this, that, and the other. All right, cool. You've gone into these places, you've made them democratic or whatever. You know what I mean? The people, them all over the shop. Remember, England is signed up to whatever charters, this, that, and the other. So they have to take them in, Banksy.
Well, exactly. That was their mistake. They signed up to charters that they shouldn't have. They should have then got out of those charters and stopped them coming in.
And that's
you
what
see,
we're against.
Danitha, you're saying that Britain
what you're saying is
has to take in those refugees of those countries that Britain created wars in.
Madman. I don't understand. You're a madman. So, Banksy, what you want this country to go to do, in other words, is just go create mayhem and just turn their back.
No.
Yes, 100%.
You're not well, Banksy, man.
You see, this is the problem. You think that it's somehow this. You see the problem. This is why you're a lefty, Nanitha. This is why you're a lefty.
I've never been called a lefty before, boy. You're an actual foreigner. And what I can't take is foreigners like you, that come here, you get all the goodness, and then you want to draw up the bridge on the other foreigners coming.
100%.
See the ethnic
100%.
See the ethnic guilt right there.
I know. She wants to guilt me. She thinks she can.
Ethnic guilt. What the fuck is ethnic guilt? This is a new one from the fucking retard school. Like, what is ethnic guilt? So now we've gone because they can't say white guilt for Banksy because he's obviously Iranian, and on some days he does remember he is Iranian and he will actually, argue some different points. But so because they can't say white guilt, now it's ethnic guilt. I've never heard of ethnic guilt. Let me Google ethnic guilt, because I've never heard of that one. When I talk about on the fly, hold on, let me see if there's such a thing called as ethnic guilt made it into the fucking, as it made it into the let me see. No, when I put in ethnic guilt, the first thing that came up was white guilt. As I thought, man, the finessing. And that's the next thing, the finessing. Oh my gosh. So, all right then. Ethnic guilt.
Guilt me into this. Like, you're pulling up the drawbridge after you've crossed it. Yes, I want to pull up the drawbridge after I crossed it, and I don't give a shit about all those other Islamist assholes trying to get in to ruin this country. You're 100% right, Nanitha.
Banksy, why? Hold on, Banksy.
I say it with my chest.
Banksy? Okay. All right. Is Hinduism compatible with England?
Hinduism, some aspects of Hinduism can be. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend the practice of sati and various other, like what's it called, the practice of them treating other people as lower class people and stuff like that. But for the most part, Hinduism can be okay in Britain in small doses.
So I would say from an indigenous person's point of view that actually Hindu isn't a problem because we don't see it threatening our culture.
Well, I mean, the caste system, I wouldn't want them to implement the caste system here. I wouldn't. If the Hindus,
practice it, do they? They don't. And
that's what I'm saying.
They don't go around preaching that they even want to practice it if they had some law.
Precisely. I don't see Hindus trying to enact laws in Britain to bring sati into Britain, to bring the caste system into Britain. If they did, they can get the fuck right out too. So I am not here just to protect, the rile against Islam, but Islam is the aggressive element here. It's the aggressive religion that wants to enact its Sharia within Britain. They are actively calling for it. There are literally people holding signs saying that we're going to bring Sharia into Britain. They actually have Sharia courts in Britain.
That's ludicrous, man. That doesn't happen. When you're calling for patriots, you're really calling for white indigenous people then, yeah?
No. Not always, no.
Right, so again, you can hear Banksy banging on about Sharia courts, this, that, and the other, right? But will he say the same about the other people them's court? Yeah, the Oos courts and that, because I know that the Oos they've also got their own thing going on in England, like we've already suggested. Yeah, we know that in certain places they've got their own police forces, or at least they and their own ambulances, this, that, and the other. Yeah, they obviously practice their thing differently. There's certain parts of Upper Stamford Hill and them places whereby when it's their what's it called? When it's is it what's the right word? When it's their is it Passover? Something or the other, yeah. But basically when that happens, that area, it doesn't get shut down per se, but things change. Do you know what I mean? To accommodate the thing. Do they make noise about them people there? Big up yourself, Bunga Bunga. Come on, man. So get this right. An immigrant who has fled an oppressive country. I'm telling you, bro, this is when you know it's all going tits up, man. This is what I'm saying, man. He doesn't mind the drawbridge being and he wants people to denounce themselves. It's a lot. It's a lot. But like I'm saying, has he got the same energy for the other people then? Or is it just this particular set? And that's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm asking the question. Is patriotism at this point, is it just anti-Islamic? Because, you know what I mean? They ain't got this kind of energy for the other people then. Yeah. And their thing is just as separate. So it could be argued, you know?
Oh, those patriots are those who believe in Britain.
Could I be a patriot, Banksy?
Of course.
You could if you had the same mindset.
If you like Britain, but you hate Britain.
One second, Banksy. I'm very pro Jamaica. I'm pro West. You know what I mean? You know my thing already. You get me?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put Britain before my thing. So could I?
You're not a patriot because you have some other loyalty above Britain.
Why would you want to be though? If you've got that loyalty, wait. If you've got that loyalty, yeah. Why would you even be talking about British patriotism?
Excuse me?
Danny
is saying, if you got a loyalty, okay, your things first, okay, and that's not Britain, then why would you even be worrying about having a conversation about British patriotism? Because you're never going to be a British patriot. You're never going to want to be a British patriot. So it's a moot point unless you're trying to get a
It's not a mute point. That's what I was trying to ascertain from Banks here. Because at the end of the day, what I'm understanding from, I know already about you, yeah. So I'm just understanding from Banks is at the end of the day, you can't be both. And when I say to him, I know about you, because we already dealt with Danny Roscoe, right? And well, like I said, this is a mixed race person that very much presents as a black person, yeah. I mean, when you look at him, there's no thinking, you know what I mean? But you know, he's obviously very quote unquote patriotic, this, that, and the other. But like I said, he's denounced his black side, yeah. So till he's confessed to not even going to a black country a day in his life. He's never been back to his dad's home country, this, that, and the other. He's only gone to European countries. Although yesterday I caught him out because yesterday he's like, "Oh, I've been around the world." I'm like, "Been around which world? You've been to Europe, son." But you know, the more interesting thing, and this one I'm trying to say, these are all a bunch of hypocrites and just mixed up, and it's foolishness because he himself now, so he's not out here, big up yourself, Natty, he's out here, yeah, doing this whole patriot thing, very this, very that, very this, very that. But his own baby mother's not even English. You know what I mean? He said that his baby mother is Spanish or something like that. You see what I'm saying to you? So this is what I'm trying to say. They all try one thing, but they're all doing like me. They're I don't want to say their behavior, but display something else. You get me? Because like I said, Gummy's out here bowling patriotism, this and that, and she's married to a whole Nigerian immigrant, yeah, who sounds fresh off the boat. No disrespect. You see what I'm saying to you? Banksy, like I said, has come from a whole Iran with an immigrant, blah, blah, mum come. Do you know what I mean? Danny Roscoe, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You fucking whole half an immigrant himself. Plus, he's made a child with another immigrant. But then you want to be up here fucking shouting like patriotism. Are you not dumb or something, man? That's what I'm trying to say, man. Only stupid people follow this shit. Basically, your thing is to give up your thing to become a patriot. They can't have
you can't be loyal to
I
two
gave an example of Triller being a patriot, this, that, and the other. You get me? And he always gets shut down.
But
and
he's
also,
not.
But he's not.
That he
Okay,
can't.
let's put it in something different. Let's put it in a different context, yeah? You can't support City and Manchester United at the same time.
That's a very poor example. This is what we're working with.
No, it's
That's
not
a very
exactly
poor
the same.
example.
Can you be a fan of two different football teams at the same?
The sort of IQ that we're working with. We've got this bright spark patriot trying to equate two football teams, yeah, to having two birthrights. It's absolutely fucking retarded.
Guys, that's a terrible analogy. It's not two football teams, is it? Because one of them is a religion and one of them is a country state. So that would the analogy.
If you're not Britain,
Britain or Islam, yeah, Britain or Islam.
No, we're not saying that. She's not saying that. She's saying.
What's she saying?
Okay,
she's saying Jamaica or Britain.
She's
right, yeah. But you can also support two countries at the same time. Many people support two football teams, one in Europe, one in England.
They're saying that
no,
you can't
I don't.
two, you have to give up one. And that's my whole point. And that's what I'm saying that
it doesn't say that anywhere. Where does it say that you can't support Jamaica if you want to be a British citizen? It doesn't say that anywhere.
No,
you can easily
you can't. No, nobody said that. No, can you be a Jamaican patriot as well as a British patriot?
Yes, you can. Unless
no, I don't believe that.
No, you can, because the thing is, a lot of issues don't even affect each other, meaning that you can care about the country of your
No.
origin and pay attention to the
you ain't
politics
a
and well-being
patriot,
of people
Banksy.
there.
But
And you can
scientific.
also care about
Okay,
the country
so
you live in.
Nanitha herself
you ain't
says
a
she will always put Jamaica ahead of Britain. Can you be a true British patriot
Don't
if
tell
you're
me
always putting Jamaica, another country,
hear me.
ahead of Britain?
Yeah, you can,
Oh.
because the only time
No.
the only time
No,
her
you can't.
allegiance
She can be
the only
British,
wait,
but
let me
she can't
I
finish,
be-
let me
disagree.
finish.
Hold on.
Let me finish.
Wait
The
a
only
minute.
time her allegiance
I need
to
to
Jamaica
I read
will be a
all of that,
problem
and you
is when they're in
let me.
conflict with her allegiance to
Precisely.
Britain.
So
But
no,
when
I
it when
can't
the,
trust this person.
wait. So when they're not in conflict, meaning that there's no issue between Jamaica and Britain, she can choose to be a patriot to Jamaica. The only time when it would be a problem is if she chose Jamaica over Britain when they're in conflict.
No.
Yeah? When they're not in conflict,
No,
you can
you
choose
will
either
never
one.
trust it. I will never trust this individual in any serious position of power in Britain if she has her loyalty lies with Jamaica first.
Yeah,
There is
Bridget,
no
you
way
do know
this
that
person
Jamaica
would
was
be
a colony
trusted.
of England, yeah?
It doesn't
You're
matter.
still-
It doesn't
you
matter.
know
You're
that-
you're
doesn't
right now.
matter.
Jamaica
You
is
know
a
that.
different
Calm
country.
down, man. Oh my life. You know, sir, I was there. You lot didn't hear me read out something just before, did you? It just fuck it now. I need to sort yourself out, my girl. Yo. You lot didn't hear, is it? I'm gonna have to read it again. Because I know you lot didn't hear it. Oh my god. Mic check here. Bumble Rastafari, man. Chuck. Right. If you lot did, please tell me, but I don't think you did because I'll be around. And just done some big reading, you know. Did you not hear when I said the number of Islamic recruits in the UK armed forces has risen by well over 40% since 2007? Did anyone hear me say that? All right, I'm gonna have to presume that you didn't. So I'm gonna read it again, yeah, because I think it's important still. Because like I'm trying to say, you got these people here saying that you can't be Muslim and patriotic, this, that, and the other. Okay, thank you, Nixie. Goddamn, thank you. All right, sorry about that, people. This is what happens when you do shit on the fly, man. But the point being, yeah, you got these people saying that that Muslims can't be patriotic, yeah, which I think is a retarded thing to say myself, okay? Yeah, and I'm not no pro-Muslim, but I think it's retarded to try to tell someone that they can't be something that is what they were born. You get me? Like you're born into it, just like you, Banksy, was born to be a Muslim. You're born into it, but you lot are out here saying, well, you have to basically denounce it to be a patriot. That's absolute foolishness. You see what I'm saying to you? And it's a very dangerous road to be going now. I mean, that's identity politics on steroids. You understand what I'm saying to you, yeah? But anyway, the point I'm making, yeah, so the number of Islamic recruits in the UK armed forces has risen well over 40% since 2007, okay? It says, with more Muslims, and this is from the .gov website as well, yeah? With more Muslims joining the British military, Islamic religious advisor to the Ministry of Defense, Imam Asim Hafiz, has said that there is no contradiction between being of the Muslim faith and choosing to defend Britain. Yeah, you get me? So these men are saying they're saying he's in the military of defense, okay, and he has said that there is no contradiction between being of the Muslim faith and choosing to defend Britain. Okay, Mr. Hafiz, who was the first Muslim chaplain for the armed services, also strongly believes that British Muslims can be good soldiers. He said, the increasing number of Muslims in the UK armed forces is a natural change because society is becoming more tolerant and young Muslim men and women feel able to come forward and serve. Yeah. But I'm saying if you were to read that statement and then against the backdrop of what you're hearing with these quote unquote patriots, then they might start to feel differently, yeah, because they're basically saying, well, to how the society has changed, i.e., obviously they're talking about more people of representation they can see in the society, they feel more comfortable to now, come and serve their country, etc., etc. Yeah. Now remember, this is something that both the armed services and the police, yeah, okay, have been balling for, right? They've been balling for more ethnic people to show diversity, blah 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 blah. Okay, right? Now this is the governments and the people that run the shit, yeah. And this is what I'm trying to say. These people that are out here like protesting, who are you protesting against? Because really, all the people that you're supposed to be protesting against, you're not saying nothing to them, which is the government. But anyway, we'll move on. Okay, The increasing number of Muslims in the UK armed forces is a natural change because society is becoming more tolerant and young Muslim men and women feel more able to come forward and serve. I've met many Muslims in the military who are very devout because to Muslims, a love of your country and serving your community is an important part of your faith. Yeah, big up yourself, Kane, man. Okay, it goes, the importance of communities is reflected in his work, as it was just last month that Hafiz received an OBE for his work with Muslims in the armed forces and for improving religious and cultural understanding between international forces and the Afghan people. The religious advisor said that there is still work to be done in Muslim communities to encourage family members to be more accepting, but the chain of command inside the military is getting better every year at accommodating Muslims, right? So you can hear here. Remember, these are the people in the echelons of the army, right? And they're out here trying to quote unquote accommodate Muslims. Yeah. It says Muslims in the UK armed forces are able to pray 5 times a day and fast. Yeah. Remember, this. Listen to the family. They're allowed to pray 5 times a day and fast. Okay, so I'm reiterating that because on one side you've got people like Banksy saying that people have to denounce their religion to be patriotic, right? I'm saying these are people that are serving their country in the actual army, yeah, actually putting their life on the line, not just fucking protesting, shouting, fucking, oh, Tommy, and all that type of shit. Is what I'm saying to you, yeah. And they're saying that they're allowed to fast, right? So it says Muslims in the UK armed forces are able to pray 5 times a day and fast as long as there is not an overwhelming operational requirement against either. Yeah, they are provided with halal rations, family. So, if them people that are in the crowd heard this, they'd go off their head. They get halal rations. Wait till I tell Wendy this. Oh my God, it's a shame Wendy ain't listening because she would probably definitely go off her head at this, boy. Yeah, they get halal rations, can seek support from Muslim chaplains and use prayer rooms on base, one of which was recently made available on a naval warship. Yeah, so not only have they tried to accommodate the Muslims in the army by giving them prayer rooms, yeah, now they've got a prayer room on a whole ship, on the whole naval ship. Boy, woo! Whoa. This is actually funny, to be honest, family. This is actually funny, boy. Yeah, but I'm just again reiterating that, you know what I mean? You got these people putting their life on the line, yeah, and the army and the navy is obviously trying to accommodate them as best as possible. But yet you got these other knuckleheads, boys, saying you got to denounce this and that to be this and that. You know what I mean? Whilst they're just online chatting shit or going to protest chatting shit. I'll read on. He goes, his role in... Okay, so Captain Naveed, who has served in the Royal Corps of Signals for 27 years, is a practicing Muslim soldier. His role involves helping young soldiers forge a future and take groups of young Muslim children on trips to Flanders. He has also served his country in Iraq, the Balkans, and most recently Afghanistan. Captain Naveed said, our faith teaches us resilience. Of course, taking life is something you think about when you first deploy operationally, but Britain is a special place to be, and we all have to contribute to keep it like that, right? So I find that's quite interesting, right? So this is he's, I think, what is he? He said he's a Muslim. I don't know. It doesn't say what country he's from. Okay, right? But his last quote, listen, he goes, our faith teaches us resilience. Now remember, Banksy is nothing, he's an atheist, he's an ex-Muslim, this, that, and the other, right? Our faith teaches us resilience. Of course, taking life is something that you think about when you first deploy operationally. So he's already got it in his mind that he might have to kill a man for his queen or for his king and country as a Muslim, okay? But Britain is a special place, so he believes Britain to be a special place. So clearly he's willing to lick down a man for Britain. You get me? Which is more than Banksy would do. Trust me. All Banksy will do is go to Speaker's Corner and push a camera in someone's face. But this Navid guy has been in the team for 27 years, and he's telling you straight up and serious, he'll take off a man for his queen and country. Okay, but Britain is a special place to be, and we all have to contribute to keep it like that. Yeah, and that was published just last year. Sorry, last month, April 2024. So it'd be interesting to know what people like Navid, you get me, if they were to watch, these marches and that, and maybe hear some of these characters that we have to listen to, it would be interesting to think what they think of it. Do you know what I mean? Because like I'm saying, they're out there actually on the front line. You understand? Now they got to be hearing that, boy, you can't lose your life and be patriotic. Mad thing. Right, what we on? You think you're clever? Nines, you should have asked Jupiter if Hector wants to be a patriot. Does he have to give up his Nigerian heritage? This is what I'm trying to say, though. You think you're clever. The whole thing is just retarded because they're all in situations that go against, quote unquote, what they're supposed to be. Yeah. Apparently you're a patriot, but you got a whole Nigerian immigrant husband. Yeah. Who sounds fresh off the boat. Yeah, and then you've gone out and then you've made 2 more half-immigrant children. But you want to be up on these panels complaining about immigrants and talking about patriotism. It's just retarded. Yeah, I mean, it's just all discombobulated. For real. Yeah, I know. Something's triggered Wendy, boy. I'm not going to lie. Wendy looked like she's going back to days of old, boy. So she was doing well for a bit, but I don't know, something triggered her, boy. And like I asked her yesterday, are you two friends again? Is there a ceasefire? Is there no recordings coming out? And Wendy said, nah, their hate of Islam is stronger than all of that, boy. Telling you, it's a mad thing. It's a mad thing, but yeah. They're definitely whipping it up, man, this anti-Islam thing. But like I just read there, you got Muslim people of the faith practicing, fighting for or king and country. And then you just got these people up here. Do you know what I mean? Kane said she was never doing well. Fair enough, Babmanaga, take that back. You get me? We try to give people the benefits, but you know what I mean? But I'm just, again, reiterating that you got people, Muslims out there. And, there's members. Oftentimes you can replace Muslim with black, So let's not get it twisted. You know what I mean? That's the next thing as well. Oftentimes you can replace Muslim with black still. Stupid, man.
By the way, for those who think that I'm
being British, you can be British. Being a British patriot doesn't mean that you're not British. But being a patriot,
that means that midget of yours can't be a patriot. Because he's Nigerian. He can't. No, he can't. According to Banksy, he can't.
Don't put yourself on the same level.
If
you see the finessing, but now the midget can be a patriot. Yeah, like I said, this is a whole Nigerian, weren't born here, must have come in his 30s or something. You get me? Okay, but all of a sudden now he can be a patriot. But a person but a Muslim that was born here, can't be a patriot. Can you see the retardation? Yeah, absolute retardation. One bag of mix up, man.
If Hector puts Britain and Britain's well-being above Nigeria's well-being, then yes, absolutely he can. Anyone can be a British patriot.
You don't have an option, Banksy. That's your position.
I ain't got no problem with that, yeah?
What do you mean I don't have an option?
He ain't a patriot. No problem, man. Again, the hypocrisy, yeah? Now, remember, these people are the same people that are banging out for Israel, this, that, and the other. But you've got, again, you're going to have persons that live here, you understand what I'm saying to you, that put the land of, Israel or whatever before, you know what I mean? Like, it's just retard. And that's what I'm trying to say. They just make themselves look really, really silly, man, because they just make themselves look really, really biased because their argument doesn't cross all platforms. Do you understand me? Because we know that they're not applying that to the O's and that. You see what I'm saying to you? Yeah, it's just solely, seemingly, focus on the Islam and that. And because of that, like I said, it's absolute foolishness, man.
Oh, by the way, for those who think that this only goes one way, those people who go and fight in the IDF are not British patriots, and they cannot be, for their allegiance is split amongst two nations. So it goes with everyone. It's not just
So everyone that
Jamaicans
does
or
national service.
Muslims. It
So
goes
everyone
with
that has to go back to their country to do
anyone who
national
has
service.
served a foreign country as a soldier cannot be a British patriot.
And you are, yeah.
Look at America, though, yeah. To run for the president, right? You have, you know what I mean. You can't be, you can't be not born in America, right?
Precisely.
You can be born somewhere else, come there your whole entire life. Okay, you're American and everything, but you wasn't born there, so you can't be the president. You can't run for the president. It's that type of stuff, isn't it?
Precisely. I just don't think they say, a man cannot serve two kings. You cannot be a patriot of two nations and have hierarchies between those two nations. If you want to be a patriot of Jamaica, be a patriot of Jamaica. Don't call yourself a British patriot. What? Nobody's stopping you from living here, but we just know where you stand.
Exactly. I don't see what the problem is, but
there are actually
they're
white people
trying
that
to
are
make
British and not a British patriot. So I don't know what scientific method is trying to do. He's making it look like it's racial, and it's not.
I'm not making that.
You can be born in Britain, be white, be British, be English, and still not be a patriot.
Yeah, I've never said anything about race.
Yeah.
My point is that I care a lot about this country, and I want its best interests in the international stage in every way. But that's not the only country I care about. There's other countries I also care about. I want them to do well.
I believe your heritage is sort of Pakistani or from that region. If Britain goes to war with Pakistan, will you pick up arms against Pakistan?
Well, it depends who I think is in the wrong, innit?
Will you pick up arms against Pakistan, regardless of defense?
No, not automatically. I wouldn't.
In that case, you're not a British patriot.
Oh, so you saying the definition of a British patriot is someone who would go to war for their country over any reason?
I would go to war for Britain against Iran in a heartbeat.
For any reason. For any reason.
For any reason.
Well, you're just a monster then, isn't it? Like you have no moral dimension.
Because if it's your family, your family member, you do anything, So if someone did something nasty to your family member, right? You'd be chasing them.
But what if your family member did something nasty to someone else? That's what I'm saying.
They were in the wrong. Okay, so if
it does matter if they're in the wrong. It does matter if they're in the wrong.
If your family member did something wrong to someone else, right? You saying that you wouldn't try, if you could try and hide it or try and do anything.
Bro, it depends what it was, doesn't it?
Huh? There is levels to it, because there is levels to it, right?
Yeah, so there's certain things that family members could do. Wait.
Someone else,
of course it does. If a member of my family murdered and abused and tortured an innocent child, I would be hunting that person down, and I would be on the opposite side myself. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to carry that through, but that would be the mindset that I would want to have. Yeah. Now, if my emotional weaknesses held me back, I don't think I'd be defending that person and fighting off the world to save them. If I know for a fact they've done this to an innocent child, then my allegiances will shift. I promise you that.
But would you go to the other side, to the other persons, and give all information about, young lady did this and
Listen,
blah, blah,
I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly what I would do, but the idea that I would fight for them blindly to the death against anybody who's like the family of the innocents or more innocent people that this family member is going to abuse. If those people were fighting against this person, then my allegiance is to what is right, not what is my family in that situation. And that's what I'm saying about the countries is I would support this country 1,000,000 times over. But if they're outright in the wrong, then I'm not going to do that. And that doesn't make me any less of a patriot.
Then you're not a patriot.
Well, then a patriot is a fucking idiot as far as your definition of a patriot is an absolute moron. No, but you don't either. But you're not even willing to consider it. You are willing to just but you're not even willing to consider it. You're prepared to go blindly, meaning that if you were in the army and your general said go and murder those innocent children playing in that playground, are you saying you just do it because you're that much of a patriot? Of course you wouldn't. You'd stop and you'd ask and say why? Why do I have to kill these innocent children? And that's what I'm saying is that your idea of patriotism to override internal morality is fucking sickening and worrying.
For real.
But if it was to defend, if it was to defend, just like World War, right? If it was to defend the country, you need to pick up arms again. You know, we've got them coming in. We've got what was it, Pakistan or whatever, coming in, and they're going to breach the borders. Yeah, we need people, right?
Yeah,
Then
then I'd fight for Britain. I'd fight for Britain
to
to defend. Yeah, then I'd fight for Britain to defend its borders. Of course I would, because I want to protect the way of life that I enjoy here.
The fact is, thousands of soldiers went to Iraq, thousands of soldiers went to Afghanistan, and whether you think that they were right or wrong, they did their duty. Those were patriots. Now you probably disagree with the Iraq War. I disagree with the Iraq War, but they did their duty. That's the difference
some of
between
them
a
were
patriot
Muslim,
and a citizen.
Yeah, but the truth is, they were led to
And a
believe
civilian.
that
Goes
there was
against your
weapons of
whole
mass
argument,
destruction and all the rest of it. And even when they went into Syria, they had the Syrians crying out to the West that they wanted us. There was loads of stories from them. Oh, you're not coming to help us. You're leaving us. We need the West to come and help us. Then you go and help, and then they blame the West. But the problem is, our soldiers fought believing they were fighting for the right reasons.
Man.
The governments.
Yeah, but this is what the problem is. This is a bit.
No, this is the thing.
Yeah, but you're highlighting my point. Blindly going to kill people is crazy.
The fact is that according to you, every soldier that went to Iraq and Afghanistan are idiots, and that they died for nothing. That is that would be your stance against them, right?
No, they might have required more.
So were they?
Justification.
What do you
what
consider?
you guys say?
So
Wait.
the wars in Iran and Afghanistan
You're changing it. You're changing it. You're changing it.
I think the justification of what it's got to be is what the government line is. Okay, so the government line.
Listen, I want you guys. I want you.
Let me explain.
Yeah, but you just changed the whole point. Yeah, this has got nothing to do with it. No, but Banksy did. Yeah, Banksy did. So yeah, it's about blindly. All right, you stick to the point. I'm
on the same point, right? So blindly. So I don't know, right? I don't know if it is or not, yeah. But my government, yeah, has said, look, this is what's going on. Would I protect the borders? Would I go and do it? Yes, I would. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because the government's directed it to do it. Yeah. Now, if the government then turns around and we find out, like Iraq War, like Syria, like these places, okay, it's happened. Would we then have the choice? Because we know they've lied. Would we then have the choice? Of course, yes. So it goes two ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you should do that the first time round as well. Meaning the first time you're told to go and hurt people, you should make sure that it's justified.
Scientific. What is your opinion of the soldiers who went to fight in Iraq and Afghanistan?
Yeah, Banksy, that's a separate point. Yeah, remember
why
what
is
I
it separate? Why is it a separate point?
Because the thing I said, yeah, was based on you saying that a patriot is somebody who will go and fight for his country for any reason whatsoever, and being told to fight for his country.
So,
right, 1 second, family. I'm just gonna rewind that again, yeah, because sorry, I had something in my mouth. Sorry, pause. I had some food in my mouth. But you have to listen to these people twice or three times because they their sentences, they don't make sense, innit? Yeah. And you know, sometimes when someone just talks, if you're not really, you know what I mean? If you're not listening to understand, it might miss you, right? But let's just rewind that again because I believe Danny Roscoe just said a whole heap of shit, as in a whole heap of nothing. All right, so hold on a sec.
So the
South needs to.
So you consider the wars in Iran and Afghanistan
you're changing it. You're changing it.
And the thing is, right, this is also what I want to say, and this is what I'm trying to say, that these people, it's a joke thing, to be honest, right? Because right, like I'm saying here, yeah, all of their anger, I believe it to be misplaced, right? Yeah, because really, like I said, if you really want change in England, this, that, and the other, you need to be going to the government, approaching the governments, okay? But even yesterday when they're marching, I don't think they marched near Parliament Square, you know what I mean, House of Parliament, all that way. I don't know where the fuck they were, to be honest, but I know it wasn't in the sort of political district, as it were, right? Now, I think Donny Roscoe was just asked a question, yeah, like, would you go and fight for the British Army and all the rest of it? You get me? And you heard what he said. He said, yeah, if they called upon him to go and protect the borders and all the rest of it, he would go, no questions asked. Do you know what I mean? Now, this is the same. These are the same people, right, who has gone into various places. Remember, these are the same people, right, that have caused all your current pain, basically. Yeah. Okay. But if they call upon you, you're gonna go and do the same. Do you know what I mean? And this is what I'm trying to say. It's just all a nonsense. It's just all a nonsense, man. Sorry, family. It's just all a nonsense, man. Yeah, because you're supposed to be asking. Well, hold a minute. What? Remember, these are the people that are living out. Anyway, let me just press play. Hold on.
The justification. I think the justification of what it's got to be is what the government line is. Okay, so the government line.
Listen, I want you guys.
Wait,
I want
let
you.
me explain.
Yeah, but you just changed the whole point. Yeah, this has got nothing to do with it. No, but Banksy did. But yeah, Banksy did. So yeah, it's about blindly. All right, you stick to the point. Yeah,
I'm on the same point, right? So blindly. So I don't know, right? I don't know if it is or not. Yeah, but my government, has said, look, this is what's going on. Would I protect the borders? Would I go and do it? Yes, I would. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because the government's directed it to do it, yeah?
The same
now,
government
if the government then turns around and we find out, like Iraq war, like Syria, like these places, okay, it's happened, would we then have the choice, because we know they've lied, would we then have the choice? Of course, yes. So it goes two ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you should do that the first time round as well. Meaning the first time.
What I say about the retardation? What choice would you have made? You've already gone and you're on the front line. What choice do you have after that? You know what I mean? That's just what I'm trying to say. I just think these people I don't even know what they work with, man, because it's not logics. Definitely we could say they work with emotion, but it's definitely not logics and it's definitely not common sense, man. I'll be real. I'll be so real, man. So Daniel Roscoe, being the useful idiot he is, will go fight these satanic elites wars and kill innocent kids. Gotcha, Danny. Good to know you. Well, I mean, again, I think as importantly, it's when he's saying that he'll go there, no questions asked, and then, if afterwards that he finds out that he's been lied to, then well, you have to take it on the chin, innit? Because he's a patriot. It's a mad thing.
Time you're told to go and hurt people, you should make sure that it's justified.
Scientific, what is your opinion of the soldiers who went to fight in Iraq and Afghanistan?
Yeah, Banksy, that's a separate point. Yeah, remember
why
what
is it separate?
Because
Because
the thing I said was based on you saying that a patriot is somebody who will go and fight for his country for any reason whatsoever, and being told to fight for his country.
So the reasons for Iraq and Afghanistan are better than any reason, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if a soldier decided to go to war and they didn't even know who they're going to fight or why, then I'd think that that's worrying. Meaning that you can train, you can get. Well, why doesn't it happen? That's what you lot said was patriotism. You said that was the definition of a patriot.
You come on and changed everything up anyway.
Oh, I've changed it.
Yeah, because no one's saying that.
No one told you to say that a patriot was somebody who would do anything and kill anyone.
Against
we never said that, though. That was your word.
Was the premise. That was the premise, yeah? It wasn't anyone else.
No, you guys said that a patriot would do anything for his country, kill anyone, fight anyone for any reason.
The question was, you against Pakistan are being British and having some connection to Pakistan, right? Would you take arms against Pakistan for the sake of Britain? Okay.
I told you, it depends on who I thought is wrong. Right or wrong.
But no, that's true, Danny. He says it's caveated. It's based on caveats. So he would not defend Britain regardless. He would only defend Britain based on his, I guess, standards.
Well, Banksy, you see the war in here. Hold on. You just seen the war.
Patriotism with yourself.
I just think he's chatting.
He wouldn't be an out and out British patriot, because you'd have to make that decision. You'd have to then go and say, well, should I be Pakistan? Should I be Britain? Should I be in the middle? What am I doing?
Precisely.
You're saying
absolutely not. No, the fear mongering and not. This is actually embarrassing. Listening to this second time around, so they didn't even hear it all. This is embarrassing, man.
To qualify as a patriot, I have to be willing to murder and kill innocent people if I'm
this is a situation that ain't never gonna happen to us, right? But do you know what I mean? So it's not. We're not going to get into the.
It's not. I mean, he takes it to the extreme. That's regardless.
The fact is, yeah, but you lot are using the extreme as a qualification. You're giving the example. You lot are outright saying that you have to be willing to do anything. You are saying that.
Exactly. That's what I've heard of.
Science. What's your heritage?
No, stop playing them games. You just ask him a direct question. Why do you have to ask him? Why does that matter? This was the question was about.
So would you
But listen,
fight for
Getty, your mic's crackling, bro.
Yeah. Would you fight for
Oh,
Pakistan? Would you fight for them under any condition?
No.
Okay, so it's not just because you're saying it. Okay.
No, I'd be more likely to fight for Britain because this is my way of life that I want to protect. But
So
again,
I would
my
say that
morals
you're not a
override that.
patriot for any country. You're just what I would call.
No, I'm not willing to kill innocents for any country. Yes, you're right.
Hold on 1 second. A soldier is not necessarily a patriot. Some people are there for money. I knew a guy I worked with that took time out of his regular work just to top up his money for his mortgage. He had no care in the war, but he's just there for the money. So not everybody's.
Well, those are mercenaries.
I don't think.
I just got something to say. Have you everybody watched that movie called Tilbury's Skin? This reminds me of that movie, you know, Tilbury's Skin, where those white racists make the black guy, he beat up his own dad in front of them. You know what I'm saying? It's exactly what's going on, you know. So carry on, guys.
It's not called Tilbury
Skins.
It's not called Tilbury Skins. It's the Farmland or something like that. Not Farmland. It's not Tilbury Skins though. And there's more to it than that, isn't there, Getty? Come on.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen.
My point. Banksy said, a patriot is somebody who does whatever it takes. And then just earlier, he just went back on, he doesn't agree with the Iraq war. So what is it, Banksy? Just flip-flopping. You got to be straightforward, you know. You said you don't agree. You're a full patriot for this country. In fact, you call people a left-wing for being against, unjust wars, right? But then right now, you just said earlier, you don't agree with the war in Iraq. So this is the tactics we keep hearing, and these finessing tactics. But carry on, guys.
No. What I'm saying is that regardless of whether I believed in the war in Iraq or Afghanistan, the fact is that those soldiers who went there and did their duty are still patriots. They still went. According to scientific.
So I have to come back. You see, Banksy, this is where you're contradicting yourself, but because you see, you've been making the assertion that you cannot be patriotic and a Muslim, yeah. And you just heard me read about the Muslims in the army, etc., etc. And like I'm saying, it would have been the case that I'm sure that there would have been Muslims that have gone to all of those wars that you just mentioned. Yeah. So this is what I'm trying to say. You just sound a little bit biased, and not even a little bit biased. To be honest, like I said, I did call you a radical, and I believe that you've been radicalized, man.
Your patriotism has caveats. Your patriotism has rules and regulations. You're not patriot to this country unless this country gives you X, Y, and Z, or unless this country behaves in a way that you deem it worthy. So
we have to all be far right. We have to all be far right. Go on.
Danny, is Gurmeet Singh a patriot?
Government what?
No.
What? Go on.
Gurmeet Singh. Is Gurmeet Singh a patriot when he tied a woman on a chair and with a knife on her throat and robbed her? I mean, is that being patriotic?
I don't know what that is. What is that, Afghan?
He's
Afghan.
By the way,
Gurmeet Singh is one of the EDL founding fathers.
Whether you're lying.
He was on the march yesterday.
Yeah. So,
yeah. See what I mean? Personal insults.
No,
personal insults.
You just personally insulted someone else who's not even on the panel.
Gurmeet Singh was a guy standing
whether they can do it
on the Robinson with the Lundistan flag, and he put a woman on a chair with a knife on her throat, tied her up, and robbed her store. Is that a patriot, Danny Roscoe?
Well, we've only got your word for it.
Exactly.
Well, read the article. Google his name. He's on the BBC. He got charged and thrown in prison for armed robbery. Clear on the CCTV. Yeah. Did he, Danny? Did he put a woman on the chair and put a knife on her throat? Is that your patriot?
I don't know.
You time in prison.
Because if he did, then he's done his penance, and I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but
to be honest, I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue. So you're asking the wrong person.
Little liar.
Ask the people who are involved.
With him in the pub.
That's it.
You were sat with him in the pub. You were sat with him in the pub.
What do you mean?
Yeah. You sat with him in the pub. How do you know?
I sit with him in a pub. Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
going to be talking about what?
Yeah.
What am I going to be
put a
talking about?
woman armed robbery. Banksy, Gurmit Singh was the
No
guy
one's here to say
standing
whether they can do it or
Tommy
not.
Robinson with the Lundistan flag,
You're just-
and he put
you're
a
just
woman
spouting
on
words,
a
mate.
chair with a knife on her throat, tied her up, and robbed her store. Is that a patriot, Danny Roscoe?
Well, we've only got your word for it.
Exactly.
Well, read the article. Google his name. He's on the BBC. He got charged and thrown in prison for armed robbery. Clear on the CCTV. Yeah. Did he put a woman on the chair and put a knife on her throat? Is that your patriot?
Do time
No,
in prison.
I don't know.
Did time in prison.
Because if he
You're
did,
awful shit.
then he's done his penance, and I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but
to be honest, I haven't got a clue.
We've only got your word for it.
Exactly.
Well, read the article. Google his name. He's on the BBC. He got charged and thrown in prison for armed robbery. Clear on the CCTV. Yeah. Did he put a woman on the chair and put a knife on her throat? Is that your patriot?
Do time
No,
in prison.
I don't know.
Did time in prison.
Because if he
You're
did,
awful shit.
then he's done his penance, and I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but
to be honest, I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue, so you're asking the wrong
You
person.
little liar.
Ask the people
Yeah,
who
you
are
were sat
involved.
with him in the pub.
That's it.
You were sat with him in the
Next
pub.
question.
You were sat with him in the pub.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you sat with him in the pub. How do you know?
I sit with him in a pub. Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
going to be talking about what?
Yeah.
What am I
You
going to be
put a
talking about?
woman, a British woman,
What am I gonna be
on a
talking
chair,
about?
tied her up, put a knife on her throat,
Listen, man.
and that's the ED. Types, right? These are the British Patriots.
Whatever.
No,
Whatever.
You're
See what happens now, yeah? You people were waiting for violence. You were waiting for all this on Saturday. You can't get it, so now you're going different ways because you know when we had the run of the green, we had everybody on side. We have got a lot more to come. We're having 100,000 next time round, and you don't like it. And you know what? On Sunday, we're going to come. Listen, why did your crew rip up the Bible? Why did your crew rip up the Bible in Speaker's Corner?
100,000. You're gonna get 100,000.
Well, it's 30,000 this weekend.
Yeah. How many?
So why did your people rip up the Bible in Speaker's Corner? Jordan M can answer this as well. Why did your people rip up the Bible the day after we was in Parliament and we did the Lord's Prayer
with
and we had a very religious
took a
rally?
selfie with him? You're taking selfies with armed robbers, right, scumbag?
Listen. I've been on holiday. It's not a selfie, bruv. I've been on holiday. I've been around the world.
Why are you running, bro? Okay, somebody to ask you.
Hold on. Mr. Roscoe, that's a blatant lie. You ain't been around no world. Yeah? So stop
What
that
do you mean?
Bro, remember, you ain't been around no world. Yeah?
Of course I have.
You've only been to countries with white people in it. Yeah?
Is that not around the world? Do I have to go? Do I have to circumnavigate the whole entire road?
No, you ain't been
do I have to
Again, I've just got to highlight certain things, family, man, because, you know what I mean, you got my man saying there that big and bold that he's been around the world, you know, yeah? Now, we know what a big place the world is, yeah? And we know the type of people that live in most places are in the world, right? But we can't have that. This man saying he's been around the world, but in fact, he's only been to white countries in Europe. You get me? So, yeah, sorry, man. But, you know what I mean? It's the narratives. It's the narratives.
Circumnavigate. Is that what I have to do?
You have not been around.
I have to circumnavigate the whole entire world, all right, to say that I've been around the world.
I ain't even been over to Australasia. What countries have you been to?
Huh?
What countries have you been to?
Europe.
Exactly.
That's my world. That's my world. That's my world. That doesn't mean the whole entire world, is it?
What?
I didn't say the whole entire world, did I?
Yes.
I said I've been around the world. I've been on holidays. I've been everywhere. I've been places. It's not just a selfie, right?
Well,
that's
to be honest with you, Danny, going
My
only
world
to
is Europe.
European countries, you did the smart thing because all these other savage nations are most likely places you're going to get killed. So you've been to the smart, educated, and elevated countries. So I can't fault you for keeping you and your family safe on holiday.
Banksy, have you considered signing up to the army, Banksy? Have you considered signing up as an example setter? I mean,
Unfortunately, I'm a little bit too old, and also I'm a little bit too unfit to be part of the military.
They need all types of people in the Salvation Army and that route.
Yeah, but I don't
lead the way,
need to
Mr.
be in that field. I'm in the private sector, and I'm doing quite well out of the private sector.
You see, fraudulent, man. This is what I'm trying to say. Fraudulent, yeah. That was a perfect opportunity, yeah, for Banksy to show true patriotism, yeah, by doing something for free, yeah, that doesn't include, you know what I mean, sticking cameras in people's faces and that. And you hear what he said? Oh, I'm quite happy in the private sector. Blah, 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 blah. Do you know what I mean? This is what I'm trying to say. They're just bullshitters, man. You know what I mean? They just talk. They're just armchair. In fact, they're just armchair bullshitters. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And all these, even them other patriots that are just flipping walk up and down that's not patriotism to me. If you want to be a patriot for real, go and serve your king and country. To me, that is true. In fact, you know what, family? Once upon a time, in fact, that is what was seen as true patriotism, actually, yeah, to serve your queen and country in this England here. That is what was seen as patriotism, actually, yeah, because actually fucking walking up and down a fucking high street or whatever with a St. George's cross or a butcher's apron or whatever else they call it these days, you know what I mean? What does that show? You know what I mean? Any dick can do that. I've got pictures of Jamaican men decked out in Union Jack. You get me? Decked out. Is that what makes him patriotic? Yeah. But would that same person go and put his life on the line for the country? That's what true patriotism is, if you're gonna fucking ask me. Do you know what I'm saying to you? putting your life and body on the line. Yeah, it's fucking coming online saying, I'm a patriot and denounce Islam and all this other bullshit, man. This Danny is an absolute, like, he's anyway. Danny ain't well in it. We'll just leave it there, man. You know. But yeah. None of them, and that's the thing. How many of these quote unquote patriots have ever served in the British Army? How many? Yeah, I bet you even Daniel Roscoe, I don't think he's even been in the cadets. You get me? Yeah. Seriously, man. Nah, man. I tell you, they're all fraudulent. The more I think about it, they're just fraudulent, man. They're just up here chatting absolute bare wass. Yeah, when it comes to this patriotism thing. Yeah, go and put your life on the line, man. You get me? My man, Gurdy, you know what I mean? He asked a very valid question, innit? Them man, they won't even give Salvation Army a little time. You know what I mean? No. I need to get paid. Jolting, man. Yeah, absolute fucking jolting. One just wants to get paid. One just wants to sit online. Yeah, get me? And one just wants to fucking close the borders. You get me? And that's what they call patriotism. I'm telling you, one wants to be able to fucking breed with an immigrant, but talk about patriotism. One wants to actually come from a whole freaking Islamic land, but talk about patriotism. It's an actual joke, bruv. Yeah, one, it's just identity politics.
In the private sector.
But I will tell you this. I will tell you this.
These subjects, you're the mouth, so can't show us your actions.
Gurdeep, I will say this. If Britain calls upon me, I will be there and I will serve my country.
As a British citizen being born here, I am now calling on you. Lead the way, Banksy. Lead the way.
If they call upon me, I will serve. But they don't.
And what about bombing innocent kids in Iran?
Yeah.
Will you be against that? Will you be on that? Bombing innocent kids in Iran.
Bomb any.
If a man like Banksy was, because he likes to go like he's so appreciative of what England's giving for him, which I'm sure he is in terms of the education that England's been able to give him, because obviously with that education, he's been able to go and get a job in IT, this, that, and the other, which I'm sure he's been in for many a year, which means he'll be able to probably be able to buy a house and, do you know what I mean, live that good British life. Cool. But what have you ever given back? You get me? Except just being anti-fucking Islamic at Speaker's Corner. Is that what you consider as giving back? I do believe, Banksy, that a man like you should go and do some volunteering in some kind of British establishment, actually. Yeah. That, to me, would be a better example of patriotism rather than coming online and just chatting wass and telling people to denounce their religion to become a patriot and all that. You get me? Show and prove, innit? You know what I mean? Because to me, like I said, talking at Speaker's Corner and fucking going on rallies, that's not patriotism to me. I'm so sorry, man. Definitely not. We need to. I've had him on my show before, Nixie. This guy is, yeah. Maybe you, as another mixed race person, could chat to him, because boy, we've spoken to him, man. We spoke to him. He went and done a whole video about the Windrush. Yeah, the blacks. Nah, you chat to him, Nixie. We've spoken to him, man. We've definitely spoken to him, man. Like, seriously, you get me? We've spoken to him. But what I'm saying, though, Nixie, is, again, right? This guy is going on like he's some fucking patriot out here, and he went and had a child with a non-British woman. A non-British woman. And he said he was glad. This is what I'm trying to say. These people are walking contradictions. Yep, but I'm telling you, Jay, man, they think we don't. It's just all fucking entertainment, man. You can't take none of these people seriously, man. You know what I mean? You can't have a patriot lying down with a fucking Nigerian. Like, what are we doing? Huh? You can't have a patriot having. Come on now. Exactly, hypocrites, man. And then they just want to remix it to suit themselves. Just bare remixing thing. No consistency, man. Actual jolting, man. But I'm definitely saying that I think an act of patriotism is definitely serving your country, man. Okay? And right now, there's all heap of Muslims that have done far more for their country than Banksy has. That's the fucking thingy bobby of it.
Any fucking place Britain asks me to.
Well, like this guy, you know, like that guy on the stage. You remember that guy, the Iranian guy on the stage at Tommy Robinson's rally, Tommy Robinson protest, yeah? The Iranian guy, when he was start talking about, and this country is going to turn out to be like Iran in the near future. You remember him saying that? The Iranian guy.
Yeah, that was me. That was
not
me.
you.
That was literally me on stage.
This country in the next couple of years.
Yes. The Iranian guy on stage was
again, right? Yeah, again. So we got Banks out here bawling and bitching about whatever, yeah. Can't the numbers in the country, this and that, this and that, this and that. Yeah, same as this boy Danny Roscoe, yeah. Now these are both men in their 40s, yeah. I think Banks is on his way to 50, okay. I think Danny Roscoe is like early 40s, 42, 43, around that mark, okay. Two men you would presume to have some sort of virility about them, yeah. Now I know Danny Roscoe has got one child. You get me? Banksy has none. Yeah. Where is your patriotism in terms of making some children to fucking make up the numbers to battle these other numbers that you're talking about? Do you know what I mean? It's like you lot are just fucking chatting or you're punching with one arm behind your back or something. Big up yourself, Dave Smith, but he's another one. Always banging on about the numbers, where this, where that, but you lot ain't making no children. None of you lot ain't making. I mean, one thing we can say about Gummy is that she's given 6. She's given 6 pure breeds, if you want to call it, and 2 off. You get me? So it could be argued she's done her job. All right, cool. She have a little argument. But you, man, them, like, what are you doing? Like in your 30s and 40s, and you've got no children. Like you're not even replenishing this great nation that you believe that you love. So what are you really doing to be patriotic? Yeah, I mean, like I said, except going online and pushing fucking camera in faces. Like, why are you not making some beautiful fucking patriotic children? Like, what are you not doing? Yeah, Banksy, you did that bar about the numbers. Oh, the number, but you're not doing nothing to negate their numbers. You know what I mean? You're just there fucking. Sure, I don't know what you lot are doing. If you lot are just wanking into socks or what, but you lot ain't making no children to try to oppose. So again, it's just chattings, man. It's just chattings, bubs. You know what I mean? It's just a new sweet topic. Last year it was Andrew Tate and all those shit. And this year it's this, man. And there'll be a new few topics with a couple more years in between. And neither of you will have added to the great white British population.
It's me. Saying that, yes, unfortunately, there are dark days ahead. The demographics are not looking good. The birth rates are definitely not looking good. So yes, that guy, the Iranian guy on stage was.
I'm hearing Iran is funding and protesting all type of shit here in Britain. Yeah, how come Iran are funding anything when Iran really hasn't got no money? We all know though Iran is still supplying $1 billion.
Iran has plenty of money, dude.
Plenty of money because they're selling oil.
No, Iran has plenty of money, and the mullahs have plenty of money. The Iranian people are suffering and starving. Yes.
So
Iran
is that like a capitalist system? Is that capitalist system? Because we both know Iran has
authoritarian Islamist system.
1.5 billion people.
It's an authoritarian theocracy.
No, I hear that,
okay. Why aren't the pro-Palestinian people pointing this out? Pointing out that Iran is an oppressive system.
Yeah, because the reason why
gives it to the children.
That's the same way you don't point out armed robbers in your ranks. But anyway, I wanted to make a point to Jupiter, right? Jupiter made a really stupid remark by saying that the Syrian people were begging the Europeans to bomb them. Can you give me an example? Because all I know from Obama's WikiLeaks was that it was actually Al-Qaeda in the form of Al-Nusra Front that was begging for weapons. Al-Qaeda and Nusra Front don't make up any influence of the Syrian people. So can you give me an example of which Syrian group or which Syrian people, like some video evidence that they begged Obama to bomb their country?
You know what?
And secondly,
and the second point
I wanted to make, and the second point, then I'll mute, let me make my second point. The second point is, you were saying that Muslims can't be patriots, yeah. But why is it okay for Jews to fight for a foreign country and kill women and children? When you fight for an army, you're fighting for a foreign power and their foreign interests. So why are Jews allowed to go to Israel and fight and grab a gun and, kill? Why don't they fight for the British Army?
Oh, boy.
Right, so let me answer your questions. First of all, you misheard. I said the Syrians were begging for assistance. I didn't say to bomb anybody. I don't know where you were.
With Syrian people. You say Al Qaeda. Al Qaeda, right?
Don't cut in. I didn't cut
Al
in.
Qaeda. You have to be specific with your wording.
Don't cut
It's
in.
Al Qaeda.
All right, I'm gonna pause there because it starts to go down somewhere else. But I think, hold on. I think we've definitely here it is. Is that it? Oh yeah, highlighted the blatant hypocrisy, right? Yeah, just amongst all of them, to be honest. Not only hypocrisy, just straight confusion as well, to be honest, and obviously identity politics. You know what I mean? But I think if it continues, which I know is going to, yeah, I think we're going to be going down some really dangerous roads. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, man, I'm free from all of this bullshit. I'll be real, because these people are fucking dangerous, man. And they lie as well. Do you know what I mean? They lie at a flip of a coin, man. You know what I mean? Dangerous, man. I heard a man say that his mum weren't even a Muslim. All in order to fit in. Crazy. And to back his argument, like basically denounce his mum's religion. I'm sure his mum wouldn't like that.
It's Al Qaeda, right?
I didn't cut in on you.
One at a time. All right, Arthur.
Got him. He's not.
It was Syrian people that were all over the news. I don't know what group they were. All I know is I saw families and people crying all over the news, and our media and that propagating that they wanted us to go in. So much so that our country was saying, no, we don't want you to go in. So what happened? There was no boots on the ground. I remember it very clearly. Okay.
Well, there was a thing though as well, Dukes. You got to remember, there was a conversation between who we backing, the rebels, or the government.
Yeah,
and then they had had all the stuff.
Again, do you know what I mean? Very dangerous, man, because her point of reference was the mainstream media. Yeah. Now this is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, they have no consistency. Because on another day or another topic, she'll be telling you how the mainstream media talk shit, blah, 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 you can't trust them, blah, 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 blah. But yet, in this instance, and in the instance of the whole Palestine-Iran thing, she's all over the mainstream media. Like, all of their views and opinions all come from the mainstream, but the same mainstream media that continuously fucks them over. It just makes no sense, man. Do you know what I mean? And it just lets me know that we're dealing with very... Yeah, the emotional intelligence, I'll just say, is lacking. Let me just say that. Or conveniently lacking. Yeah, one of the two. You get me? But in terms of the whole Syria thing, yeah, and this is what I'm trying to say. It's like they go on like they forget about the politics of the country, the relationships that England has with America, this, that, and the other. You get me? Because England went into Syria at the bequest of America. Like, this is just normal standard procedure. Like many of the wars that have happened since the Second World War, ever since America came in and helped England, this, that, and the other, and their special relationship under Reagan and Thatcher and going all the way through, and here we are. And you've got these just stupid, do you know what I mean? And remember, these are grown people, so these are people that were actually there at the time and would have heard and seen it live and direct. You're not even going through third-party, news or opinions, just that and the other. And this is the conclusion that they come to. Deadly.
The government was mustard gassing the people and all that. So then they had to go to the rebels, I think. But the rebels were the Al-Nusra Front.
What was the rebels' name? What was the rebels' name?
But they were Al-Nusra Front.
I knew what Al-Nusra Front formerly. Yeah, Al Qaeda. So listen.
So our conversation. Wait, Afghan, wait. Let me finish it. Yeah. So our conversations in our parliament was so we back the government who's mustard gassing, or back a resistance who is Al Qaeda. Do you know what I mean? That was what the left's pushing. Who should we back? We have to back with the rebels because they got over power the government who's mustard gassing people, but the rebels are Al Qaeda and Al Nusra Front.
Didn't
So it's one
NATO
of
bomb
those.
Syria that time? Didn't NATO bomb from the sky?
Let me finish him. The gassing, the accusations of Bashar al-Assad gassing his people happened 5 years into the war, dumbass. We're talking about the initial steps when
What was the
Obama stirred the
conversation?
Arab Spring.
No. What was the
Jupiter
conversation?
saying,
You're right.
Jupiter saying,
That
let me say,
same year.
Jupiter saying 5 years into the war, it was after 5 years, right from the start, from 5 years. Anyway, Jupiter was saying that the Syrian people on television were begging. Can you actually show me like some visual evidence? Because that's a blatant lie and bullshit. Because according to a lot of Syrian public polls, no one wanted war in their country.
They were saying the West are just leaving us here to die. Look what's happening to us. Why are you not listening to us? Look at us talking about and they do every fucking war. Shut the fuck up. Yes, they did.
Anyway,
they were crying.
yeah.
They even had adverts to fucking fund these poor people.
That was just before Russia came in. It was literally around the same year in Afghan. It was the same year the Russian came in.
Let me finish it. Ask it. Let me finish it.
In the
I
end,
mean, this is, you know,
went in.
White is right. You bunch of fools.
We never said no boot on the ground.
Okay. But anyway, you used your Air Force from Cyprus to bomb them. But anyway, listen, the point is that Jupiter, it's the same thing, jackass. You're involved. The point is, right, look, Jupiter, look here. Listen. You know, when you make outlandish and ill-evidence claims that the Syrian people begged the West because you watched it on some fucked up fucking YouTube video, you know, my advice to you in the future, when the mainstream news calls Tommy a racist, you don't like it. You call it two-tier media. But when it comes to fucking Syrians and getting involved, oh no, the media was right. The Syrians were begging us. You fucking hypocrite. Listen, let's get back to the point of the Jews.
That did we, Afghan?
The fact of the matter is that the reason why England.
So why don't the Palestinians care about the Syrians?
The request of America because of their special relationship. Yeah, you lot are dumb, man. You lot don't know.
No. 1 minute, but you know what? They're running right. Let's talk about the Jewish question, right? Why are Tommy Robinson? 1 minute, 94. Tommy Robinson said on a live TV, I've got the video, that he's a Zionist, right? He didn't say I support Zionism. He said I'm a Zionist. And he was pictured.
Wait, stop that. Yeah, that was 10 years ago.
An Israeli
response from him.
It was on top of an Israeli tank in a foreign country. Why was he on top of an Israeli tank? Why did he say I'm with the IDF? Why was he in Israel with IDF soldiers? He wasn't fighting for British values. Why went he with British soldiers? Why was he with Israeli soldiers, Danny? Why did he say I'm a Zionist? Israel comes first. I thought he's a patriot.
He went over there to see what the drama is. He went over there to see what the drama is between Israel and Palestine and seeing what.
What for? He's not Jewish. He's not Jewish.
Why did he get pictures taken with the army in England?
He's not Jewish.
Why
he's not Jewish. What's he doing there?
Why did he come in the car park?
Wow. Blatant hypocrisy again. So, according to Afghan, and they didn't say it's a lie, Robinson himself has called himself a Zionist. Okay, which we know what that is. Yeah. Now, obviously, one would expect that you can't be a Zionist and a patriot, right? Yeah. But again, they're dismissing that. Yeah. These people are actual jokers. I didn't even know it was this bad. To be honest, I didn't even know it was this bad. Let me rewind that a bit, boy.
He wasn't fighting for British values. Why went he with British soldiers? Why was he with Israeli soldiers, Danny? Why did he say I'm a Zionist? Israel comes first. I thought he's a patriot.
He went over there to see what the drama is. He went over there to see what the drama is between Israel and Palestine.
I'm done. That's it. I'm done. My man just said, I don't see what the drama is. I'm done, man. I'm done. They're out here doing the most. You get me? When someone is so Tommy's in the exact same situation, and now you don't see what the drama is. Yeah, your thing ain't got no veracity, man. None whatsoever, man. Story done. Right, this a clay's closed, man. Definitely, just straight hypocrisy. One rule for one for another for others. Yeah, because at the end of the day, if Tommy can say he's a Zionist and still be a quote unquote patriot, then fucking Chiller's definitely a patriot. Yeah, and many more after him. Are you crazy? Oh my gosh, I've heard it all now, man. I've heard it all now. And to me, it makes it even more dangerous, man. They will defend Tommy even though they know he's an agent of foreign. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, Jay. You just heard a man say that he admitted to being a Zionist, and then this guy is saying he don't see what the drama is. Like, these people are actually dense, man. Like, literally dense with a capital D. Dense and blind with a capital B. Yeah? And that's what I'm saying, man. Only silly people can follow this nonsense, man. Only silly people can show. Yeah, they are. They're very dumb, buffs. Very, very dumb, to be honest. If that last statement is anything to go by, then yeah, there's nothing else to be said.
He's a Zionist, right? He didn't say I support Zionism. He said I'm a Zionist. And he was pictured.
Wait, stop that, yeah. That was 10 years ago.
An Israeli tank.
From him.
He was on top of an Israeli tank in a foreign country. Why was he on top of an Israeli tank? Why did he say I'm with the IDF? Why was he in Israel with IDF soldiers? He wasn't fighting for British values. Why was he with British soldiers? Why was he with Israeli soldiers, Danny? Why did he say I'm a Zionist? Israel comes first. I thought he's a patriot.
He went over there to see what the drama is. He went over there to see what the drama is between Israel and Palestine and seeing what.
What for? He's not Jewish. He's not Jewish.
Why did he get pictures taken with the army in England?
He's not Jewish.
Why
did he come?
In the car park
in the Middle East, bro. He's a patriot British. He's a patriot Englishman. He's supposed to be a patriotic British man on top of an Israeli fucking tank cussing Palestinians. What has the Palestinians done to Britain, Danny Roscoe? What has a Palestinian ever harmed the British home? Yeah, go on, tell me. What have they done?
What have the Palestinians done for Britain? I don't care what they've done. Nothing. What has Britain done to the Palestinians?
Nothing.
Can you just give me, brother? Can you give me 20 seconds? That's 10 seconds. 10 seconds. You know that.
Yeah, I see this thing in Israel is definitely being weaponized. And yeah, I can't see anything good coming out of it, man. It's actually quite sad. So it's just probably another thing it could be argued to cause division amongst the people then, boy. But this one here, yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna go the way that they think it was gonna go, man. We say Nixie's saying he's a traitor. Well, I mean, I wouldn't expect that you could be both a Zionist and a patriot. That's one thing I could admit. But all right, but I don't even think we need to listen to any more of that, because yeah, that's just like a round and round. Oh, what's that? Oh, what's this? That's just a round and round thing, boy. But no, sir. I'm gonna, before I wrap up, I'm gonna show this. Sorry, Jay, it took so long, but you know, we were just having a look at something. So this is something that someone called Jay dropped in. Let me see if I can I make it big? All right.
Oh yeah, exactly.
This is England.
Right. Okay. Yes, you can. No, you don't. But you can't go around shouting and bawling, and then two persons sat there minding their own business. How would you like it if someone came
I've had that happen to me.
Right, okay.
I
sympathise with you.
white people that are
You can't just be watching a film over there, mate.
we have. That film over there's all about
us lot?
Yeah, you know.
About us lot? So
Yeah.
it's hiring us all by the same brush fire. People have been arrested and taken to death. Right, where did that happen? Where did that happen, sir? Where did that happen, sir? Where did it happen, sir? Where? London? Right, I'm from West Yorkshire.
Yeah, they've had to ferry police down, boy. All right, so okay, so that woman was just sitting there minding her own business. Right, he's filming. She's what? She's looking in her camera. Right, he's filming her. She's covering her face. He's telling her to fuck off. Old fucking granny's there. He's got up. He's got up. Put the camera right in front of her face. Right, he's obviously being aggressive to her for no reason. Granny's saying something to him. Police are telling him to move on. He's saying his bag's there. And they're basically saying move on. They're just moving him on.
Right. Okay.
He's telling him that he don't care. So she just told him, he don't care. This policeman don't care.
That happened to me.
I don't know what she's saying that he doesn't care about, but she's telling him, I don't look at. Oh, I tell you. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, man. Boy, oh boy. I've heard Danny say he wants to go back to the old days, you know. I don't think Danny Roscoe really remembers the old days, you know. Yeah. He just remembers the old days when people were fucking on ease and love doves and that. But I don't think he remembers what was going on before the love doves. You get me? And after the love doves. Because it weren't all just love doves. Do you understand? Like, these two don't know about love doves, Danny. Get me? Like, yeah, you lot are crazy. This is the Britain they're fighting for, the right to abuse black folk for no reason. I'm telling you, man. Do you know what I mean? This is what Danny wants to go back to. When his dad, you understand, would have been called all sorts. Yeah, and him and his mum probably had to do their thing in the biggest of secret. But yeah, so let's keep. Oops, sorry, went back. Now you see, the granny heard what he said. He didn't even go and say to him, "No, young man, that's not the way you get me." Moving. Now she's happy. That little woman's too alive. At least need to be big and brutal, man, not this little woman.
Right. Okay. Yes, you can. No, you don't. But you can't go around shouting and bawling, and then two persons sat there.
Can't go around shouting.
I've had that happen to me.
Why people like you? Ah, interesting. So she's saying that she's a police shouting at her. So she's trying to come in with the two-tier vibes. This is very interesting.
The film over there, mate.
That film over there's all about
us lot.
Yeah,
Ah, he goes, oh my life. They just said that film over there. So obviously at the rally, they must have showed a video about two-tier policing. And they're saying that that film over there is all about you. Ah.
About us lot. Tarring us all by the same brush.
You're tarring us all by the same brush. This is hilarious.
People have been arrested and taken to death. Right. Where did that happen?
You say people have been arrested and kicked or something by you lot. Interesting. Very interesting.
Where did that happen?
Where did that happen?
Right here. West Yorkshire.
I'm from West Yorkshire.
So don't tell me with the same brush.
Don't tell me with the same brush. Now that's quite interesting, actually. Yeah, that's quite interesting because it'll be and thanks for that video, Jay. It'll be interesting to see what some of the police maybe even think about what they're seeing. Do you know what I mean? Because you just heard that policeman there saying, don't tar us all with the same brush and things like that. You know? So, boy, so you saying the people them are they getting angry with the popo and that? Oh, this ain't gonna end well. This ain't gonna end well, people. This is not gonna end well. This is not gonna end well. All right, it's nearly I'm gonna give it another 8 minutes, and then I'm gonna dally off for 12:30 because I already flopped to Georgia and Mildred. Oh my. Right, so they were in Whitehall. Oh, I tell a lie. Oh, they blocked it off. Oh, tell a lie, because I was saying if they were serious, why didn't they go to Parliament Square and that? But I just heard him saying that it was blocked off. All right, we're just going to quickly run through this little video of a little butchers of what was going on. And then, yeah, man, we'll cut out and call it that. So let's just share this, see what's popping off. And then, yeah, keep it pushing.
Same old, same old. So, guys, this is an absolute joke. You can't get down Whitehall. You can just about get down towards Buckingham Palace, but they've got the rehearsal for the changing of the guard, so they've blocked off most of that area down there. You've got tanks around there. You've got multiple tourists everywhere. It's absolutely blocked, and people are still trying to get through to Victoria. But you've also got the Champions League final, so you've got all the fans trying to get up to Charing Cross. It seems to me that unless you get tube to Victoria, you ain't going to get onto this march. So that's the fun of it. But you've got everything on today. Champions League final, rehearsal of I think it's Tripping the Colour. You've got the Palestinian march as well. And then you've got Tommy's. So folks, here we go. Just made it through. Been a nice little hour detour, but we've made it to Victoria Station. Let's see what's going on.
Oh, so it was definitely a busy day then. From what he was saying, there was like 3 or 4 things going on. I think this is Victoria, I think. Right. Flags. British flag. Wales flag. Scottish flag. I don't know what that flag is there. What is that? And these are just obviously different versions of the renowned Butcher's apron. That's the 3 lions. Standard something. Okay. All right, so the people that are there. Now, who this guy here?
That sounds sexual. Good work, mate. Good work.
Does anyone know who this guy is?
Love that.
No, actually looking forward to the day.
Absolutely, we're going to expect the biggest march we've ever had when it comes to British patriotism. We got everyone coming from Wales, Scotland, England, everywhere. And it's finally time to actually send a positive message, as well as just saying we're angry, but actually promote our values. So that's what we're here.
And your channel's doing brilliantly, isn't it? So people who want to watch your channel, which is it?
TCTV, TOUSI TV. Go check it out.
We support you.
Cheers, mate. Thanks. Cheers, guys.
You're with the opposition. You should be here. 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 Hang on. Go on, boys. Yeah. Yeah. Go on. You're not welcome here.
Alright, so they are. He's being told he's not welcome here, so fighting jog on, mate. Jog on, son. I tell you, boy, them old days. You ain't welcome here, son. Jog on, son.
Sir?
The sea's coming.
On here. Stop it here. Stop here. Everyone on the road here. Stop the march here. Get everyone across the road here. Stop. Come on. Stop the line. Stop here. Stop the march here. Stop.
Alright, fam, just running through this man's footage, man, just to see.
This game, you're not ready.
Just like looks like a big old frenzy at this point. Thank you, Alice. I did. Thank you, Alice. Oh, look at that. Just gone mad on this thing, man. Sure. Tapped it too many times. Where am I? All right. I might have to stop still. I think I moved it to over. So they harassed the guy just because he was working as security. I'm telling you, man. I mean, let me just see if I can stop sharing that because that's just spinning like a mad thing. Yeah, 2CTV. I did. Oh, look. I don't know if my thing going down, man. That might be my sign to keep it popping. Oh, nines, come on. Yeah, all right. What do you mean nice? Are you stupid, man? Skip what? You're stupid, man. You're actually stupid. You're actually stupid. Luckily, this thing's just turning, so I don't even know what's happening. It's just all gone off. Let me see if I press. So I don't know what I've done there. But okay, if you believe I was doing some live editing, no problem. Because I don't know what I could blatantly even see a black guy there videoing. So I don't know what you're talking about, but it is what it is, man. Yeah, see, it's not even coming back. See, I don't know why it's doing that. And if I keep doing that, I might not be able to come to my own screen. So let me just play safe, because I'm not sure why it's doing that, to be honest. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go, nines. Why did you even... Oh, here we go, nines. Oh, here we go, nines, man. You should have just left it. All right, cool. I'm back. I don't need to watch anyone's viewpoint because you're chatting shit, man. I didn't edit anything. I was just forwarding it live. You know what I mean? You're chatting shit, man. Yeah, but we definitely heard the bit where he told the Asian-looking man that fuck off, jog on, you shouldn't be here. So we definitely Mic check, mic check. Yeah, sorry, family. My team went mad and crashed. But listen, I'll catch you on the next one still, yeah? Big up yourself, Mel. Yeah, man, it was just a quick one. Still, it was a quick one. But we'll be back, man. But I just need to remind myself what it's like to go live. You like that already. But listen, back to the real world of real life. Have yourselves a blessed day. And I'll catch you on the next side, yeah? So peace out. Love, love. Take care. 9 love.